Hey, everybody. It is 6 o'clock. It's Friday night, and that means it's time for Dragons and Things.
Yay!
Yay!
Woo-hoo!
Hey!
Yeah, baby!
This is our finale for Heroic Endeavors. This is the last time that I will ever be running a Pathfinder game again. After tonight, I am contractually obligated to sell all my dice and never interact with them again. Season.
How much are you asking for the dice?
I misread the memo.
Yeah.
I guess we'll be back eventually. I'll keep my dice, all my books. So I can run more games in the future. But it is going to be, we are going to take a hiatus after this for a couple of weeks. So I don't know what's going to happen on your next couple of Friday nights. So you better stick around and enjoy this one while it lasts. You will notice that tonight we've got Nathan. We've got Lamar. We've got Jared. We've got Diana. And for the first time on Heroic Endeavors, we've got Katie Wilson hanging out with us. How are you, Katie?
I'm doing very well, Jim Jam. How are you?
I'm glad to hear. Whatever.
Well, thank you for having me on this wonderful episode of Heroic Endeavors. I plan to do just that. Heroic Endeavors.
Fantastic. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad that you'll be here performing heroism against the true villain of the show, Hawk.
Wow. Not wrong.
I kill one villain. And by one, I mean many villains.
The most beloved villain. Nah, Hawk's great. You guys, actually, the most of you, obviously we saw Peepa last week, but I don't know that we've actually seen the new and improved level 3 version of Kanshaka, Hawk, and Oopsie in action tonight. So it should be pretty exciting to see what y'all are capable of as we get into some Pathfinder 2nd edition for tonight. Before we do that, I will remind everyone that on Monday, your very favorite character in all of the DaT network returns to the screen. Skeslin comes back, crits and giggles, Monday night, 6 p.m. We've decided to scoot it back an hour, and we're going to be live at 6 p.m. for crits and giggles.
Don't forget about Soraya.
I like it. Just Jim.
Soraya will also be there.
Thank you.
Jim's going to be the new show.
The real star of the show, Skeslin, is coming back.
I mean, in Soraya's mind, you are, so.
That's true. Although I would imagine that Soraya is quite a fan favorite as well. She's quite a character. For those of you who cannot get enough Katie Wilson, make sure that you tune in tomorrow night as well, because Things in Space, she's on it. She's going to be playing Captain Phoenix. You can't miss that. All right, so you got tomorrow, you've got Monday. That's all we're asking of you until Wednesday. You got to be on. There's a lot of things we're actually going to ask of you, but don't worry about it. I don't know. I think it's best that we just turn our attention to Pathfinder and that we play the game. So I will begin now.
Yay. Ready.
Start.
Zakat! The city of Kavalosha has been a breath of fresh air after nearly 2 weeks on the road, making your way north from the grand southern city of Vantam. There's a buzz of excitement in the air as you take in the sights of the capital, and no small part of that is the fact that you are here to start a new chapter in your life. Today is the day you officially embark on your journey to become a true hero. Sure, you have accomplished great deeds at the Rivenwing Arena in your home city, but what is fame and wealth without purpose? You've struggled to find meaning in the Gladiators Arena, but then you met J.W. Quindon and his halfling companion Odalie, and they finally had an idea that would put you on the path to true greatness. All you would need to do to get started is ride to Kavalosha, pay the franchising fees to start a sanctuary in Vantam, and sign up to become the first licensed heroes in the magical city of the South. Now, here you are to accomplish just that. After securing lodgings in the city, you make your way to the HEI headquarters where you will sign the final papers to start your own band of licensed adventurers in Vantam. You arrive at a massive building constructed almost to look like a fortress, with all manner of armed and armored warriors moving in and out, some alone, some in groups, all of them with the serious look of purpose that must mean they are on a heroic endeavor of their own. You enter the building and explain your purpose to a young man in blue robes, and you are told to wait in the lobby. So you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you contemplate the oddness of just how much waiting is involved with starting your life as a hero. And then you wait a little bit more, and you ask how long you're going to have to wait. And the sun sinks until it becomes a blazing orange ball, shining light through the windows. You wait just a little bit longer, thinking that perhaps it would be best to return in the morning, when an elf with scarred face comes up to you and extends a hand. Zaka, welcome to HEI. I am so sorry to have kept you waiting, but the work of saving the world doesn't always allow us to keep tidy schedules. If you follow me, we can get you signed up and sorted. Then, I can even give you a tour of our facility here if you're interested. What do you do?
We read
comments. That's right,
Nice.
Lamar. Shabba-ba-ba.
Nice.
You can't get this out of the frame.
Crossbones reminding you to not forget about Eric tomorrow as well, Jim.
I didn't know that he was coming back for Craig's Extravaganza. I knew that we had taken a break with that. I didn't know how long.
No,
that
I'm
break
sorry.
was.
I think they're talking about Starfinder.
Oh, Starfinder. Oh,
Crag.
okay. Crag
We don't
in
talk as a group
space.
much.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Crossbearer 18 says, Jim Jam, stop stalling, and hands. Take her hands.
No,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
no.
I'm sure
you
we
can't.
could.
It's a prequel.
Retroactively. We could make it work.
Again, it was pointed out, we don't know how many toes the Ka had.
Also, this is a magical world. I could take
Mhm.
the hands and the hands could still be there later. There's ways. I can logically make this work. If I want the hands, I can take them.
But I get them back.
If George
Actually-
Lucas can figure it out, Jim can figure it out.
I'm really not as much concerned about the hands as I heard you say everyone was a level 3. Was I supposed to be a level 3?
No. You're but a little baby adventurer
Great.
just
Okay.
starting out on your path.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I didn't do that. Okay, cool.
No. You're level 1, my friend.
Haha.
Hey, Lamar, it's Lucas Martinez is wondering, did Kanshaka purchase a fake fur-lined bear onesie for level 3?
He doesn't need to.
I think we're about to discover just how badly Kanshaka wanted to become a bear.
Only one
Very
character
soon.
with fake hair around here.
Yeah.
Little baby adventures, making your dreams come true.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's what she's here to do. Speaking of dreams coming true, Crossbones AE is making some dreams come true, giving Evil Jim Jam 1 edge and 1 sink to take her hands.
Oh my gosh, really already?
Fast.
Take her hands, I think.
That was fast.
Eddie, I thought we were past this.
And then Sarah BC1 has also given an edge to the table and a sink for old Jimmy Jams.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you,
Thank
Sarah.
you, Sarah. We appreciate it because we're
We're
going
going
to
to use it to take Jim's hands.
We've also got a couple new follows here. We got Sydney of Hightower, X Elite, and Alutratic.
Very nice.
Thank you, guys.
I think I did it right.
You
Crossbones
did it. Great.
resubbing for the 13th month. And then Daniel Land's coming in with a 4-month resub. Glad you guys are sticking around.
I'm in for life. Also, just dropped $55. It says mercy, 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 and a single edge for Jim Jam.
All right, see, I don't mind when you guys
Yeah.
get bonuses when I
Even.
also get some of that love. It's good that I can, take away your joy, just like you take away mine.
It's the balance in the force.
It's the balance. That's what it's all about, right?
No, it's about
So-
meeting you, Jim.
Let's talk about that. So this scarred elf administrator leads you, Zaka, to a conference room deep within the building. Once you arrive, he rushes through some forms with you, all kinds of agreements and waivers. He assures you are very standard for all aspiring licensees. You sign what you need to sign, and then comes payment. You have all your winnings saved in an elaborately carved cash box. Pass the box over to the administrator. He looks inside at the glittering gold scales you have amassed for your group's licensing fees, and he nods. You've started a wonderful journey here today, he says, snapping the cash box lid closed. I'd hoped that Mr. Freeladle would be here. He's the administrator we're assigning to the new sanctuary in Vantam. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it in, but I'm sure you're going to get along very well. He's an ambitious halfling, quick negotiator, strong head for the business end of things. You're going to be in very good hands. If you'll follow me, the administrator leads you out of the room. I can actually show you around what we do behind the scenes. We have a number of rare treasures, relics, and artifacts I'm sure you're going to love getting a first-hand look at. You have any questions about what it means to be a licensed adventurer now that you've signed up to start this journey?
Yes, I do have questions, but I don't remember them.
It's understandable. It's a very exciting moment that you're living through. A lot of people find it difficult to really process. Just take a moment and really just let it sink in. At this point, as you guys are walking down the hallway, you see a door open, and into the hallway steps a goblin eating a pickle, an old man with a dog, another man wearing a strange fuzzy hood with bear ears, and a girl seemingly made of leaves and vines. The administrator stops and says, I was actually, turns to the other four of you and says, I was just showing our newest licensee, Akata, around the facility. Maybe you could join us for a bit. You can tell her what it's like to being in the field as an HEI adventurer. This is Oopsie. You've got Hawk, Kanshaka, and Peepa, all experienced licensees who've been on many, many brave heroic endeavors themselves that I'm sure they'd love to tell you about.
I would love to hear it.
He begins leading you down the hallway again. All five of you now trailing along behind him as he points out various things, like they're paintings on the wall he claims were recovered from ancient archaeological dig sites, and formerly cursed rings and glass cases, he says, that are surely the curse has been broken now, but they keep them around as sort of relics of the past.
I point out a big crossbow on the wall, and I say, yeah, there was some mean Sheila who was wielding that, but I just shot her once. She died. It's pretty instantaneous.
Zaka kind of pulls out her giant great axe. She says, well, I don't think it can compare to what I got here.
I honestly don't know. We never actually saw it in action.
This is good.
Vantam burn, guys.
Hi. Hi, Zaka. My name is Khan Shaka from the Shaka Khan. I like bears. As you can see, he puts his hands into the pockets of his little hat, and squeezes down here, and the little ears go floppity floppity on his head. I like bears, and we've rescued a bunch of animals one time. They got loose because we angered a dryad, I think, and they was running amok, like there was some horses that was trying to charge at us. Oopsie tried to catch one, but not so good. But I caught one and I made it stop. We almost broke his foot, but it didn't. And then we had to hit a lizard in the head, and then we had to stop a tiger and a crocodile from fighting, which was a lot harder than you expect. If you make a crocodile wet or a tiger wet, it doesn't make them stop.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Zaka. I too like bears. They tend to put up a good fight in the arena.
Yeah, they're also cuddly and warm and make great jokes. I'll show you Barry if we ever work together outside here. He doesn't like being inside that much anymore. I tried to make him come inside, but he was all like, I don't want to come inside. I was like, Barry, you got to come inside. But he doesn't want to, so he's outside being a bear.
Oopsie reaches up to shake Zaka's hand, but when Zaka takes it, it's just full of pickles. Oopsie, best advice can give. You guys are worst. You guys are worst.
Oh my God.
Okay, noted. Thank you. While I might be new to HEI and putting this team together, I'm not new to battle. I've fought and won many, many challenges in the arena. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Is Pickle Arena?
No.
That sounds a good idea, though. And then he
Anybody
drifts
who wants
into
can
it.
make anybody who is not Zaka can make a society check if you'd like. If you have it trained and you want to. She's like, nope.
Does Bear
I wouldn't
Society
care.
work?
No, Bear Society would not be the
No Bear
requisite
Society?
skill.
And then that's going to be a no.
Okay, this is not the society group.
Nope. Got 0.
Yeah, it's Goblin Society if you ask about that.
I would walk up to Zaka and kind of like bow and go, "It's nice to meet you. I hope you're prepared for the adventure. We try our best to do good, but sometimes things happen. But it's certainly nice to meet you."
It's nice to meet you. I'm prepared for whatever adventure I may embark on.
I mean, she can't be any worse than that little zombie kid.
Oh, the worst new guy.
Zombie Kid? What Zombie Kid?
You've never worked with, oh no, is his name Harry?
Oh, Mr.
Whopper?
Plopper. I set him on fire. He should be very dead.
Oh, no, he back.
Yeah.
Well, I think there might be some sort of misunderstanding here. I'm not actually here to join your adventuring party. I'm just here to sign some franchise papers, and I'm just getting a little tour of the facility and some of these weapons. But it's very, very wonderful to meet some very heroic heroes here.
Yes. We're heroes. We definitely don't do this for money or food or shelter. We do this because it's the right thing to do, because that is what heroes are supposed to do.
What's your group like? Who do you adventure with?
Oh, well, I'm still looking. If you know anyone in Vantam that you'd like to send my way, you could recommend. I mean, we are currently trying to put together a team. I do have a few prospects, but I'm not so sure. We do need a full group, and we are looking for people.
Point out that we do have some more donations on the board. It looks like Delirious 2019 is giving an edge to Lamar.
Yeah.
Dark
thank
Nate
Nice.
is giving an edge to Katie.
Nice.
Ooh,
And then
thank
the
you.
Java Man 1964 throwing $132 on the table and giving an edge and a
God.
sync to everyone
Wow.
twice.
Wow. Thank you,
So
Robert.
there are bonuses.
Dang!
When
Wow.
There are bonuses on the board, my friend.
when you started with that
my
number,
God.
the one I thought there were going to be 2 wild magics in play, and I was really like, "Whoa!"
That's
Just
so
likes to see those
awesome.
bonuses flow.
We have a new
That's crazy.
follow. Dread Pirate Robber. Thank you.
Hello, welcome to the channel.
The
I'll
Dread
post that
Pirate
in the
Robber?
cast tomorrow.
The Dread. Yes.
And it looks like Willow Ridley gifted a sub to Furash.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Keeping Furash in the game.
Yeah.
So it is about this time. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. So as you're talking, the administrator has been leading you deeper and deeper into the headquarters. It is a rather large facility. And Zaka, you even get the impression that it is very likely larger on the inside than on the outside. An impressive feat of magic, if that's actually true. Suddenly, your tour and conversation are interrupted by several loud crashing sounds. All of the glowing bulbs of soft, natural light that have magically illuminated the interior of the building suddenly go dim and red. Lockdown? The headquarters has gone on lockdown. Nobody panic! Nobody panic! Okay. I know what to do. We need to find a safe room and await instructions. Follow me. No, wait. You go first, and I'll navigate from behind. Yes. The administrator, squeezes himself between you to be in the back of the group and starts like sort of he puts his hands on his shoulders, like, let's just go this way. Everything's fine. Everybody stay calm. I'm sure that it's just a drill of some kind. So let's move along.
Khan immediately screams for Barry. Barry!
No, well, hold on. If Barry was outside, he won't be able to get in. The facility is going on lockdown, so nobody can get in or out, which I'm sure is for no particular reason.
Is this normal?
Yes, I'm sure it's very normal. I'm sure everything is fine. We'll just move along to the safe room.
Oopsie, I'm going to turn to Hawk and ask him, has this happened before?
Not in my time.
None of you have ever experienced the facility, the headquarters going on lockdown.
And she's actually going to see like Hawk just kind of like grab his bow, like knowing he's in a hallway, and doesn't know if this is going to work. But I'm just feeling uncomfortable, so it feels a little safer.
No. I forget what we named this folder carrying man.
No one's actually heard his name.
Someone asked 2 sessions ago, and I wrote a note. Folder man named Nuna. So.
Oh no! It was Bartimus had tried to ask his name, but it got cut off. It got interrupted just before he could tell you what it was.
Yeah. So then, yes, I refer to him as Nuna. No. Where's safe room? Also, oopsie.
Just this way. You just go this way down this hallway. We'll take a ride up there, and he starts sort of navigating you through the hallways and following the administrator's instructions. You make a few turns, head through several doorways. You spot areas that have been blocked off by solid iron walls that you know are not normally supposed to be there. That all of those hallways that would have led you towards the exit to the building. It becomes quite evident as you move that you are trapped in here until this lockdown ends. Your first true indication, however, that the administrator's constant assurances that this must be some kind of drill end when you come upon a blood-soaked hallway. 2 corpses lie on the floor, torn to pieces. The administrator then looks down at you, Oopsie, and sort of grabs you on the shoulder, and he's squeezing just a little bit too hard. He says, "Oh dear, okay, it's fine. We're all heroes here, so we're all gonna be very calm here, right, Oopsie? Yes, this is
yeah.
This is fine.
Oopsie fix. Can I do a heal check or something on?
Yeah, sure. Anybody who wants to can do a medicine check. I'd also allow a nature check.
Yeah, I'd probably run up and try to see what happens.
Nature's better.
Sure. Yeah, I'll roll some nature.
Nature's way better.
What was this guy's name again, Jim?
Nobody has gotten his name yet.
Oh.
24.
Didn't he introduce himself?
28.
He did not.
Oh.
Wow, you
okay.
guys got it.
Those of you who had them big numbers, you are fairly certain that it looks like this person, there are 2 bodies, and it looks like they were attacked by predatory animals. You see signs of bite marks, claw marks, but what you don't really see is any sign that the corpses have been consumed at all. None of the flesh has been eaten, but that is brutally torn apart.
Do they look like the animal bites that we saw when we were chasing the animals before? Or
are you talking about the escaped zoo animals?
Yeah. The
no, you don't recognize anything like that. Though you do. Peepa, what was your nature check? 20. You actually recall well, I don't know what you would recall. I'm trying to think. Because you had examined, you were there for the mule drive, right, Peepa? And you remember after the battle with the zombified people, you remember sort of going over those bodies, and they had some similar bite marks indicating that they had suffered some wounds, though they had not died from them. They actually died after being reanimated and coming at you. but you recall seeing almost like some older wounds on them that indicated like they'd been attacked by some kind of an animal. And a lot of what you're seeing on these bodies is like a very much more severe version of that. These people are just flat out dead, no hope of saving them at all.
I've actually seen this before, and it's some type of animal that I can't recall. On my last adventure, we need to be very careful.
Jim, I've defeated a lot of animals in the arena. Would my gladiatorial lore help me at all?
You've defeated a lot of animals. Yeah, go ahead and make a gladiatorial lore check.
Sweet. Oh gosh. I just threw my dice, not in the...
But would I have technically seen the first victims with the scars? You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean. Let me resolve this with Katie, and then I'll come back to you and see.
There's nothing to resolve.
Okay.
First roll of the game, not doing great. It's a cause back.
Getting it out of there.
They're dead. Pipa, what were you saying?
I'm saying, like, so being on all these adventures, wouldn't those people that we saw at the camp be the first victims to have those scars?
The ones that you've seen anyway, yeah. You're just sort of looking at the wounds now and noting that a lot of like the claw mark patterns and the bite, the tooth impressions and stuff look similar to wounds that you saw on those people that attacked you while you were driving the mules. And you just remember that again, the people in the camp had mentioned that there had been animal attacks.
Okay.
And you're starting to think maybe there's a connection between those two things.
Okay,
Again, seeing what you're seeing in front of you, you're just sort of recalling all these things in your mind. It does look like the bonuses continue. The bonuses continue to pile up as Brian Newmanator has given Hawk an edge. For some reason. I don't know why you would give it, like, obviously you want to give people edges, but Hawk, really? You want to give it to Hawk? And then Sarah BC1 coming in, giving mercy to everyone.
Yay!
Oh, man.
Thank you. We're going to need it.
And prepare to thank her once again, Diana, for dropping a wild magic on Pipa.
Let's do this.
Go, baby.
Thank you, Sarah.
Pipa, why don't you roll a d4 for me?
All right. Oh, goodness. Here we go. 4.
Okay. Whenever you roll a d20 for the rest of the day, anytime you roll that d20, you can gift another player, meaning not me, one of your teammates, the result on the die and re-roll. You have to accept the new result of your re-roll. Your target has to accept your gifted roll as their result on their next d20 roll, but they apply their own bonuses to it. So the first time you roll any check with a d20, you can look at the die result, and if whether you like it or dislike it, you can give that result to a different player and re-roll yourself.
Thank you for all the donations, because we're going to need them.
Well, see, this could go very well for you guys. If Diana's rolling hot, she could be just giving 20s out to everybody. If she's rolling really poorly, she might decide to save herself by putting all of the evil on you so that she can get the good results. We'll see. We'll see how it all goes.
We're gonna die.
You, Sarah.
Jim, these corpses in the hallway that we're going down.
Yes.
As we pass, Oopsie would like to just kind of pierce the heart with his short sword after the plant thing and things rising up.
Sure. Yeah. So as you're walking around, like all these, again, so far you've only encountered the 2 corpses, but you very quickly like stab each of them in the heart before you move on.
Khan is
also
going to.
Go Khan.
Khan is also going to get like way too up close to the dead bodies to try to sniff out a scent if he could, and try to follow.
Make a perception check.
He's good at
Hawk was going to do something similar with Ajax, but Hawk is going to look for like any fur to use.
22.
I don't know if that's a thing.
22. I'll deal with that in a second, Hawk. Let me
Does he have the apple
deal with this
bottom
just real
shoes?
quickly. You notice as you get real up close to one of these bodies, Oopsie has just stabbed it. He's ready to move on. You get real close to it. You give it a sniff. You don't smell any. You smell something a little off, just a touch off. But that's not what really draws your attention. It looks like there's a tiny blue worm that it almost like notices you getting close, and it starts to like burrow into the wound deeper into the flesh, and then disappears like into the body. It's real small. You almost didn't notice it.
I'm going to pop Wild Morph to give him some claws, and like Conch is gonna push right through the body. Try to grab it.
You're just gonna mull around this dead body.
Yeah.
At this point, the administrator is standing there, like, kind of like freaked out as he's like, "What do we? What? I don't know if we should be." But then you reach you reach into this dead person with your claws, and as you like bring your hand back out, you note that like wriggling on your palm, like one or two just little tiny blue worms that quickly like fall away as the blood drips off your hands, and they inch their way back towards the corpse and like dig into it once again.
Nature check.
Yeah, make a nature check.
While everyone's doing their things, I think I would be sort of searching for, like a direction that maybe something has gone.
Sure, make a survival check.
While that's happening, Jenna rolled a natural 20, making a 31.
31. You aren't quite certain what you're looking at in terms of the specifics, but you can tell that this is some kind of like tiny parasitic worm that is infected this person. You checking around, like checking the other body, you note that the other body, there's two corpses here. Both of them seem to have these little worms like crawling around on their insides.
Khan looks at the group and is like, I don't, which one of you is the smart one? There's these blue worms, and I don't know what they are. Like, I really don't know what they are.
We should just burn the bodies.
You're okay.
I don't
We
think
are
that's smart. We should give them a proper burial to their family. And
okay, well, we can bury their ashes, but if they have some sort of disease or parasite within them, we don't need that spreading around this facility.
Can I make a nature check before we do anything like that?
Yeah, sure.
I want to know as soon as Zakaf had burned the bodies, produce flame happened in the other hand.
So I rolled a 3.
Okay. Are you going to keep that, or do you want to give that to somebody? Okay, who are you going to share that with?
Katie, welcome to the group.
Thanks.
And now we're to re-roll again.
Well, Jim,
Hey! All right, Katie, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, you asked me to do a survival check, and I actually rolled a 2. So can I take Diana's 3?
No, you have to keep it. Your next D20 roll will be the 3 automatically. But as far as the 2, yeah, I mean, the thing is, Katie, there's so much blood that it's difficult to tell. Like, you find tracks, but there's just so much everywhere. It's difficult to tell what direction things are coming from or going. Like, there's definitely been a lot of bloody movement, though. I mean, like, there's blood everywhere. And then Diana, you said you got a nat 20 on your nature check.
20
again,
plus my 6.
You are confident in Kanshaka's assessment. Like, there's some kind of like parasite that has infected these people, but you can't identify precisely what it is. Like, this is something you've never seen before. And what I mean by that, but with Kanshaka and Pipa both, like, you're fairly certain in all the things you've seen, you've never seen this. This is different. This is new, and it's kind of frightening.
Any of you have like a jar or something?
Well, the good thing is we don't have to burn these bodies because they're not burning inside your hands, Kanshaka.
Produce flame.
Okay.
Just to make sure.
Uh-huh.
And Khan just wipes his hands off.
I'd like to stealth and move further down this hallway.
Sure. As you start moving forward, because the administrator at this point says, "Yes. Oh, yes. We should definitely move on. Safe room, after all. It's very nearby. We should get going, shouldn't we?" And go ahead and roll a stealth check, Jared.
It's only 15.
Okay. Yeah. So you start making your way forward. It's a little bit difficult just because there's so much blood and it's just slick. So you focus more on keeping your balance and not falling into it than you are on actually being stealthy. But nothing reacts to your movement, so you're fairly certain that even though you weren't your very quietest, you might have gotten lucky and there not be any creatures here to worry about. What about the rest of you? Are you moving along with Oopsie?
I think I would move with Oopsie, but I would do much the same. I would kind of signal to Ajax because he's my hunting dog.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, this is the part where we are quiet,
Sure.
And so I would join Oopsie with that sneaking.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'm going to be... Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm going to stay back because Khan knows that he's not the sneaky person.
Okay. Are you all moving forward though? That's
Yes.
Okay. So I didn't know if there's anything at the bodies that you guys still wanted to continue to do. But if you're all moving on, then I will assume that you guys are all at least making some effort to stay quiet as you realize that it is the time.
Are there any quick identifiable marks of who these people were? Like name tag?
Yeah, you actually reckon they're not people. These weren't licensees. These were not heroes like you are. These were like administrative people who worked in the building. People you've seen a couple of times. Probably don't have like a very solid relationship with. But people you've definitely seen before.
It's gonna be
definitely
so
sad to see them go.
That Janice. Yeah, Janice. So sad. Janice is gone.
This is a sad day for Janice.
Would we see, while we're walking ahead, would Zakah see any sort of, besides blood, is there any sort of like slime trail or unturned part of the warehouse? Is anything out of place?
Make a perception check.
Great, it's a 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a 3. Nope, you don't see anything. Pretty good. You got me good on that one.
Well, I think someone gave her that choice. Crossbones.
You come at last to a solid iron banded door, and the administrator finally stops you here. He says, "This is it. We just go in here. We wait for further instructions. There's a scrying device in here, and we can use it to get possibly some information of what's going on. If anybody else has any information, we can talk to other people in the building."
Why are we hiding? We should be out there fighting whatever's doing this to the people.
You're right, but the first thing we have to do is get some more information. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. There's procedures. It's all in your HEI welcome packet. We didn't go over some of those things, but he takes a key from his pocket, opens the lock on the door with a click, and just as he's about to open the door itself, he can pause and he says, it occurs to me that in all the time we've worked together, none of you know my name. I'm sure you were afraid to ask at first. I know that I was really sharp and unapproachable for a while, and I was going through some rough personal things at home, and I was bringing those problems to work and taking them out on people under me. I've been seeing a therapist. I've been getting better. I've really been turning things around. I don't want you to not know me. My name is... And then suddenly the door bursts open with a violent crash as a sleek, hairless lion thing leaps from the doorway onto the administrator, teeth sinking into his throat, blood splashing everywhere as he goes down under its bulk without even time to scream. This strange alien cat thing turns its bloody jaws towards you, and you all must now roll initiative.
Oh, God.
You killed him!
I killed him.
Are we still stealthing, or is this perception?
You can roll stealth if you really want to, but there's no really to be hiding, so...
I really want to, because I'm way better at it.
I'll allow it. You said you wanted to move stealthy, you can roll stealth.
I will not be rolling stealth.
Initiative's perception, yes?
Yes, unless you were like being sneaky, then you could roll stealth instead. But
Nope.
I don't know that that's what you would have been.
30, Jim.
Whoa.
30?
Wow.
Yeah,
We're out of my game.
I
also
also
have
have a
19.
30.
Wow.
I hate to tell you this, Jim, but I also have a 30.
Why? What's the point of any of this? Okay. Oopsie, Hawk, and Kanshaka. Just roll off again. I don't care what your bonuses are.
You really all have 30s?
Yeah.
That's absurd.
14.
That's an 11 on the
Wow.
dice.
11?
9 on the die.
14
Okay.
on the die.
So it'll be Oopsie, Hawk, Kanshaka.
That was a waste of some good rolls.
Wow.
Yeah.
Peepa.
14.
Peepa, that's like the first initiative I've ever heard from you that was below 25. And Zakah.
Those schools got
19.
30s. Nice.
All right. Oopsie. You see this thing come barreling out of this room, burst through this now unlocked door, just tears the throat out of your administrator, this guy who's given you so many jobs. He was kind of a dick at first, but really he wasn't such a bad guy in the end. Now he's just bleeding out on the floor, gurgling his last breaths. And at this point, well, actually, why don't we just talk to the fans for a little bit?
Oh. We want to.
Yeah, that's the way.
Let's do
Yeah, I definitely want to point out we are doing a comment break, right?
yeah, we're gonna do a comment break.
All right. I just want to point out the comment from Adam Kimbleton. It says it's okay, Hawk will kill it. So I thought that was just
no
really
need to worry.
in depth.
Hawk will
Yeah.
kill it.
And Crossbones saying, Diana, don't forget your wild magic.
Oh,
I know, but I don't
yeah.
have to use it all the time.
That is
It's
true.
true. You
That's
choose
why
anytime
I
you roll a
let-
when
d20.
That's why I let
Special.
my this roll, the initiative roll, stay the same. But yes.
Imp in my head said roll to see who's in the splash zone.
Everybody's covered in blood.
No, not random NPC guy. He was my favorite.
I like it in my head. The ultimate hand sanitizer. Produce flame!
That's
So does this mean
right.
we're gonna get a new handler, Jim?
I guess you're gonna have to. This guy's dead.
Because that guy.
You guys is very roasty.
Voss just wants to let me know that he also has a 30 for his initiative. So
Good job, boss.
Yep,
Keep that in mind.
everybody pretty much.
Yeah, except for Kenai. Because we're not liars.
I rolled a 19 on the dice. Plus my stealth.
Yeah, I roll. That's what I did.
I don't think my
You guys
Zakah
are-
dice like being here, so I think they like the studio better.
We had a donation come in from the real POTUS for $5 to give Diana an edge.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Furash parentheses Willow Ridley. I don't know exactly how that translates, but either way, that combination of people caused Katie to get a hero point. So Katie,
Nice.
I will say that I think that wild magic is more powerful than a hero point, and if Peepa gifts you a roll, you can't use a hero point to negate the roll that you were gifted.
Oh.
That's mean.
That sounds fair and just.
You can use edges and bonuses though, but you can't reroll. You have to use what Peepa gave
I'm
you.
a level 1, Jim.
Well, you just gotta hope that she's not mean to you every time.
You're a very strong level 1.
You
God.
are very strong level 1.
Jeez.
Thank you, Sarah BC1. Apparently, Sarah BC1 became a bit boss and also gave Kanshaka a hero point.
Yay!
Very nice, very nice. Hero points.
Thank you guys for all these donations.
Hero points do things that I definitely remember what it does.
You get to reroll and or stop dying if you're dying.
Stop
Oh,
dying is
dope.
the best one.
Oh, Stop Dying is going to be the one.
All right. We stalled long enough. It's time to fight.
Oh.
Oopsie, you are now covered in this administrator's blood, but this cat, this weird hairless cat, and it's got instead of a mane, because it looks a lot like a lion, except that its mane is actually these long wriggling tentacles and it just like whips its head towards you and roars. And it's your action. What do you do?
2 questions.
Yes.
Do I have to move to get to it?
No, I would say that you were probably standing right next to the administrator when he went down. So like you were in the splash zone.
Good
They
answer.
were asking
Jim.
about that. That was you.
Second question, is it undead? Just because I do more damage.
You don't know. You can make an occultism check to try to identify this creature if you'd like.
Sure. I'll roll with no bonuses.
Sure.
7, Jim. I've not
7. Now, it doesn't have any of the obvious telltale signs of being undead. Like, it's clearly not like a zombified creature. It's not skeletonized. It's not, it doesn't have those telltale signs. But other than that, you're just guessing. You would guess it's not undead based on what you're seeing.
Well, that one action to
yes, one action to recall knowledge.
I will bring my short sword up.
Okay.
And try and stab this thing.
All right. Recall, draw, stab.
21 to hit.
21 is a hit.
Not draw, just stab because it was out because I was stabbing corpses. For a total of lame damage. 2 damage.
2
I didn't hit it
damage.
very good that time.
2 points of damage. So you're just kind of reacting as quickly as you can. Stab real quick. You don't get a deep cut. And this thing does seem to have a surprisingly thick, tough hide. But you do score a hit. And I guess you do have another action
I'm
left.
gonna try one more time to get more than any bit damage. Oh, that's not great. I don't think 7's gonna do it.
No. This creature is much wiser, faster, and tougher than that. It does not get hit by a 7.
I was just put off. I was scared. I thought we were going to become friends with this guy, and now all of a sudden, his light has gone out. So
he dead. Now he dead.
I'm off my game. Dead.
Off your game. Is Hawk off his game?
I don't think so, but I guess we'll find out.
We will.
Hawk is going to, now that he's got this nice, this perfect view of the beastie right here, this is when he's going to mark his prey. I'm hunting prey.
Yes.
And then he's going to back up.
Okay.
Down the hallway 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah.
And now he's going to shoot the beastie.
Okay. Now you got a couple of friends in the way. The hallway's wide enough that you're not in danger of directly shooting them, but especially because Oopsie's right up there in the fray, this creature is going to have a little bit of cover, that soft cover from Oopsie. So he's going to get a +1 bonus to his armor class, but you can do the shoot. You can shoot.
Well, if I'm using my hunter's aim because I see all my friends,
yes,
I ignore my prey's concealed conditions.
This is not a concealed condition.
Okay, so it's not he's hiding, it's just he's blocked by friends. Okay.
Right.
I didn't.
Right.
Okay, so but that'll give him a +1. So let's see what we get. That could be close. I'm gonna throw an edge on it to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
I get +2 from my nice special aim, and I get +9 from that and that. So I will make it a 20.
20 hits.
Yay.
20 hits. So because I got that, I get my 2d8s because he is my prey, and I have precise damage. And that is a 6 and a 7 +1 from the compound bow makes it 14 damage on the first shot.
Wow.
14 points of damage on the first shot is all you need. This arrow comes like Hawk grabs his bow, looks at this creature, and starts running back down the hall as you guys watch him just get like 30 or so feet away. Turns back around, launches an arrow, flies past Oopsie's head, sinks right into this creature's neck as it is about to leap onto Oopsie, and it goes down with a thud.
Oopsie started it for you.
You did, Oopsie. Well done.
Also, would a 10 have made a difference? if it was a 10 instead of
No, a
9.
10 would not have hit it.
Okay. Because creatures are flat-footed to me before their turn, just so you know.
What is happening? These characters.
Can I make a nature check to see what type of animal this is?
Occultism is the check that you would
that.
want to use to identify this particular beast.
Okay. Okay, well, let's see. I rolled an 8. And we really need to know what this thing is. So, and because, Hockey did such a great job, I'm going to hand you the 8. I'm going to re-roll again.
You're going to give me the 8?
Yep.
Oh, thanks.
14 plus, hey, we just need to figure out what this is. 14 plus 5, so 19.
19. You still don't know what it is that you're looking at. However, I will tell you this.
Okay.
You're looking at a creature that very much to you looks like a hairless, blue squid lion thing. And you specifically remember a creature like that described by the miners at the Tupper Mining Company. They had mentioned that they had been attacked by such a creature and that those attacked had risen from their graves and even killed one of the mules that you were bringing to the camp. So putting all that together, you realize that something is going on that is connected
to
what happened to the Tupper Mining Camp.
If this blue squid thing attacks something and kills it, that thing can come alive.
That is what you could surmise from what had happened before.
So I would say all of this, and I'd say, maybe Saka is right, and we need to go burn the bodies right now because they might come alive.
Okay.
Start hacking on
Produce flame.
unnamed NPCs.
More than happy to begin burning the bodies. Kanshaka gets to work. You do note that the room that had been opened is still opened. This supposed safe room that you were being led to, just a quick glance in there, you note that there is a massive hole in the ceiling that shows you just how this beast broke into this space.
Oh boy.
And inside the room, you see another bloody corpse that indicates that somebody had already tried to take refuge here to no avail. You see that across the room, there is a scrying bowl that sits on a pedestal, but it looks like it has been knocked over, as there is a big pool of mercury around the pedestal that is often used at the medium for a scrying bowl.
How high is the hole?
Ceiling height. I don't know.
Oopsie,
I don't know how tall ceilings are.
Oopsie looks to Zaka. Zaka look pretty strong. One throw strong. One throw Oopsie up there. Oopsie see.
Okay.
It's okay. We toss Oopsie in all sorts of things. Down holes, up holes, through holes.
Oopsie like the bait.
I turn to Oopsie and I say, is this something you're okay with?
Yeah. Do it.
Okay. So I do like a little, hand like this to step in, and then I'll launch you up there.
Sure. Well, you start moving you and Oopsie towards the hole so that you can boost him up. And Zaka, as you get a couple of steps into the room, you have to pass near this body, all this blood on the floor, and suddenly a hand shoots out and grabs you by the ankle.
Dang it.
And you look down and you can see there's this moment where you're like, I'm gonna chop this in half, but it's this person who's on the ground. He's apparently still alive. He's very pale, eyes fluttering. He's like, no.
I immediately back up and I'm going to draw my axe since I had to put it away to use both hands to lift Oopsie.
Okay.
Khan will walk over, put his hands on him, and cast heal.
Okay. You cast heal. As you approach, you get down and he looks you in the eye. And this actually does look like was a licensee. You can see he's got a weapon down near his other hand. He's got some armor on that's all been torn up. And as you reach out to try to heal him, he sort of grabs you real quick almost to steady himself as he's like falling forward. He's like, not crystal cocoons. Go level A. And before you can finish your spell, he just expires in front of you.
Call level A. I'm sorry, I'm not the smartest person in there. We said crystal roots. Call level A.
Those of you actually, Kanshaka, you recall that level A is actually a sub-level of the HEI facility where you had once been sent to pick up some special weapons to go out and use to safely capture the escaped zoo animals. You recall that there is a gnome tinkerer down there named Fiddleman who does a lot of work. And so it is a place that you're familiar with.
Yes. We should go there. As I now remember, that's what that place is. Also, I think this grind bowl might be a little foobar.
Adam's been trying to fix the audio for a little bit, so I think he probably just hit a button.
Time out.
I do dance.
Time out.
Sound back. It's back. All back
Time
now.
in.
I'm in.
Time in.
Game on.
Game
I guess now that we have sound,
Party on,
it's a good time. It's a good time to announce the Penguin Witch Doctor gave an overcharge to one-shot Hawk to pad his shots.
Now remind me, does that give me more damage, Jim?
It does. It increases your damage by your level, which is 3 now. So
Cool.
super good.
Don't throw away your shot.
Hey, Jim, can I have a level of ranger?
I won't.
No more Rangers. Rangers are forbidden. You have enough BS abilities, Oopsie, with your I just can always make everybody care about their sins.
It's true. Got one of those.
Kanshaka, while you're there with this guy, you do note that again he has a short sword by his other hand, and you note that there's actually a charm, a weapon charm attached to the short sword. It is a very common weapon charm who pretty much instantly recognizes a potency crystal, which allows you to consume its power to make your weapon momentarily strike much harder than it normally would.
Kanshaka grabs it and holds it up. Ooh. Parents don't use this. It's a crystal potency. It makes it harder. It hit things. Plants like hitting things.
I'm not much use for it, but perhaps Oopsie or Zakah can use that.
What is it?
It's a magic sword. You swing. And
I don't want a magic sword.
Oopsie?
Can I detach the crystal and put it onto my weapon?
Not without tools and about 10 minutes worth of work. It takes
just a short sword?
Yeah, it's otherwise just a short sword. Yes. Potency crystal will when you activate a potency crystal, you activate it when you're making an attack, but before you roll, and you activate it, and then your attack becomes as if it were a +1 striking weapon. So basically, you roll double damage dice if you hit with the weapon after you activate the charm.
That's really good.
I mean, unless Hawk wants it.
I barely use a weapon, so one of you take it.
I mean, I'm good with this, and I just hold up my bow.
You know what? I found it, and I'll be a brave knight one day. So Han tries to like shove it into like.
Can you use it?
I can technically use. Can
Did
I?
they change that in second edition for druids?
We'll find out.
No, this is legitimately just a question I have. I have no idea.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if you have a specific prohibition, or if you're prohibited from using metal.
You take it.
Can I wait? What happens if I shoot the sword from my bow?
No, stop it.
No, let's let that happen.
No,
I mean, I can make it easy. I can make it easy on everyone. I'll
Khan's keeping the sword.
Okay,
He tried
Khan's
to be
keeping
nice. He tried to be nice to you people, but you guys don't love Khan or bears or his.
Oh, I just think one of the fighters should take it. I barely use
drive
my
a bear.
weapon. I'm just being honest.
Oopsie drive bear. Oopsie love bears.
I'm gonna wish I had it when Jim breaks my bow later.
Oh, I'm gonna wish I
right.
had it in general. I'm a level 1.
Well, we offered it to you.
I know, but Zakah loves her axe. And if we don't have 10 minutes to take it off, and she doesn't know what it does because no one's explained it to her in game. So
Oopsie got no room for more weapons, really.
Look, it's with us. That's the important thing.
yeah, as
Okay,
long
yes.
as we've
We'll
got
use
it.
it.
Yeah, we have.
Okay, let's go.
I want you all
You'd
to know.
never
Khan is-
believe what a sidetrack it is to give you one piece of treasure.
I was gonna say, Jim's never given us treasure, and then when he finally gives it to us, don't worry.
We're all like, I'm
this
not
is
worthy.
why I never give you any treasure.
No, we just want it to be of the best use.
I do want you guys to know that Khan, despite everything, is carrying a long spear, staff, a club, and a javelin.
What?
He's got a lot of weapons.
You'll never use them.
Okay.
So what do you guys do? Yeah, that's
So we go level A. Yes, fine.
all right.
Find Fiddle
Get
Man.
down to level A. Most of you, as I mentioned, had been to level A, so you know the way. You know just how to get there, and you begin making your way through the dark, red-lighted facility, moving cautiously, alert for danger. Occasionally, in the distance, you hear screams, agonized cries, and violent crashing sounds. You find bodies, both of your fellow licensees, and at a far lesser rate, these blue-skinned lion creatures, of which there appear to be many.
Oh.
You make it down to level A without encountering any of them, however, any live danger at all. And as you wonder just why it is that you were supposed to come here in the first place, you see the door to one of the labs open, just a crack, and a gnome sticks his head out. He says, "Psst, hey, in here, quickly."
It's Fiddle Man.
It is Fiddleman.
Oopsie, go.
Okay,
Yeah. Oh, I'm in.
I follow, yeah.
sure. You make your way into the lab, and Fiddleman slams the door behind you. He says, oh, I'm glad to see that you made it. Oh, goodness. Everything's happened. Oh, how many have you encountered, and have you been bitten by any of the creatures? Have you seen any of the creatures?
We've seen one,
Thunderman
but
dead.
it didn't bite us.
That's very good. That's very good. You must tell me if you were bitten by any of these creatures. They carry some kind of horrible disease, parasite in their bite. I've actually been studying these things for a bit now. You see, it was Peepa. Yes, you were off to the Tupper Mining Company. Yes, you were there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they had reported, of course, that they were attacked by these creatures that we're seeing now here. We had sent another group actually to go and capture or kill that beast, and they were successful. So I know what it is that we're dealing with. I've actually been able to study the one that they killed, and I can tell you that what I did not know was that those crystals were not crystals. No, these beasts. They hibernate. They hibernate in the crystals, and then we brought all the crystals here. And now they're everywhere. They're coming out. Oh goodness. Oh, we are in quite a bit of trouble. Oh yes, we are. But wait. No, the real reason that it is good that you're here is because they have a weakness. They have a weakness, and I know what we need to do. Yes, it's salt water. Salt water. It is like acid to them. It burns them, and it burns the parasites in their bites. So yes, we need salt. We need salt. I have water. We need salt. Yes, you need to get salt. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Do we have to find the kitchen?
Yes, that's exactly it. The kitchens. You must go to the kitchens. Yes, go to the kitchens. Get all of the salt that they have. Yes, we'll take the salt. We can draw these things into a trap. We can't lift lockdown until we've killed them all, because if they bite anybody on the outside, if they get out, those people will become infected. The infected will rise. The infected will infect more people. We have to kill them all. Yes, you must go to the kitchens and get all the salt. Yes, I'm sorry.
I hate to break it to you, but they're out there too.
Yes, it'll be very dangerous. Very, very dangerous, but we must do this. Yes, we must. Because even if we all perish here, we will do so for the greater good of the city. We have to try. We have to do what we can.
Akata's going to turn to Hawk and say, does everyone around here talk so much?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
My best friend's a dog.
I'm going to turn around and walk out the door. And as soon as I get to like kind of the doorway, I'm going to say, which way to the kitchen?
New guy. Oopsie show.
Yes, all of the rest of you definitely know the way to the kitchens. And if you're just ready to go to rush off, Fiddleman definitely has nothing to say that'll stop you.
Excuse me,
Hey, Jim, you know what's salty and delicious?
Pickles.
Pickles.
That's right.
Do you think I could use my special oopsie pickle brine to fight the creatures?
If you have a jar of pickles and you splash some brine on the Akata, I will definitely treat it as if you had splashed salt water on them.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
Pickle juice.
Excuse me, Mr. Smart Tinkle with the things of that smart man.
He seems like he's really like amped up, and he's just like, what? No, you just realize that like maybe if you have a way to calm him down a little, get him to slow and take a breath.
I'll start singing.
Sure.
I'll start inspiring courage to calm him down.
Like a diplomacy check.
Personal rain cloud?
That will not help necessarily. But you know what? Maybe it would. Maybe you snap him out of his nonsense.
White, but that's
30-20.
Okay. You start singing, and you can see that your song is having an effect on Fiddleman. He just starts to breathe. He's like, yes, I'm sorry. I'm just a researcher. I know that you are the heroes. I'm just a researcher. I never expected to have this happen here. We were so foolish to bring so many of those no-call crystals. We thought we had struck it rich, that this was just supposed to be another business endeavor, but we were just bringing in more and more of these hibernating creatures, and then all of a sudden they all hatched, and people are... But it's fine. We have a plan. Yes.
Yes, we'll take care
Into
of
the
it.
kitchens.
Fear not. Stay here and don't move.
I will do exactly that. If you bring the salt, not only can we lay a trap, well, there's the baths here. We'll make salt pools. We'll lure them into a trap. We'll kill as many of them as we can. But I also, if you remember, that some of you were there when we were capturing the animals. I designed weapons. Yes, I have a pressurized tank. We had originally thought we would be using alchemist fire, but I can fill it with water. And if we get enough salt, I can give you I can design something. You can spray it as a weapon to use against these things. Yes, thank you. It's all things are much more clear now. I'm okay.
Okay, do you know what these creatures like? How do we lure them?
Well, they're predatory. They will. Yes, I will. We can use illusions. I can create the smell of meat. Yes, we will lure them in with that. That is what I can do. That is something I can do. That is what I can contribute to this. I know my way around an illusion or two.
Well, sounds
provide
like
the salt.
we've got the easy end of the deal here.
Well,
Shall we grab some salt?
Indeed.
Sir, Mr.
Yes?
Cartman, do you know if there's a way that we can get to the kitchen and then maybe a place where they kept all the animals so I can make sure that my friend Barry isn't dead?
If you want to get into there, yes, I believe that if you crawl through some of the ceiling ducts, you can get into the animal pens. Do you think that your bear friend would fit through some of the ducts to crawl back in? Is he a full-grown bear, or is he a smaller bear?
He's a baby bear. He's fresh.
If he's a baby bear, it should be fine, as long as you pass your command animal checks to make him go somewhere he wouldn't like to go normally. Yes.
Well, he is my companion, so you should be listening to me.
Then you should have a very good bonus to those checks, and it should work just fine. I think you'll be able to do it.
Thank you, Mr. Smart Man of the Pants. All right, salt and berry. Berries and salt. Let's go.
Berries
and
and
show
salt.
me where the kitchen is.
Yeah, oopsie.
And indeed, many of you know exactly where the cafeteria is and the kitchens, so you make your way cautiously through the headquarters towards the cafeteria in an effort to retrieve as much salt as you can. And once again, you manage to get through the halls without encountering any of these strange creatures. However, you enter a massive common area where many of you would gather to eat. You see dozens of tables surrounded by chairs. And of course, at the back of the room are the doors that lead you into the kitchens themselves. But between you and the kitchens are several massive green crystals. 3 of them, to be exact. What do you do?
So, when he was talking about a mission of gathering crystals and making lots of money, is this... Please tell me this isn't that.
But these look very much like the Noqual crystals that you remember you originally brought back to HEI. And since that time, they've been bringing in more and more of them, thinking that the more they could gather, the richer they would become.
Yes, these are the crystals. Not good.
Okay. Jim, can you kind of like lay out exactly where they are versus where we are and where the salt is?
Sure. I mean, you would guess that if you want a large amount of salt, you probably have to go back into the kitchens themselves. You're in basically a big cafeteria hall. There's lots of long tables and sort of spaced out in the room. There's one towards the eastern wall. There's one sort of on the northern side of the room. And then there's pretty close to where you are, just maybe 40 feet away or so, is another one of these huge green crystals. Each one is about the size of, is maybe would come up to like chest height on you, and it's shaped, it has a very like crystalline faceted, it's almost like a pillar of quartz that is just sitting there, but it's all solid green, shining.
I haven't known you folk long, but oopsie, it seems that you are pretty good at hiding in the shadows. Is anyone else as good as Oopsie at finding ways to sneak around things? Hawk and Oopsie, I suggest you make your way to the kitchen, gather as much salt as you can possibly gather. The rest of you stay with me, and we keep our eyes on these crystals at all time.
It's fine by me. Oopsie.
Oopsie, go. I do a bit. I roll a stealth before Diana can stop me.
Okay. What is your stealth check, Mr. Oopsie?
Yeah.
This one's a 29.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I guess I should probably do that too. And I realized, since I said I was going to do that, I realize I've got an 8 here from Diana.
Oh no!
I'm sorry.
So that makes it a 19 for stealth.
Okay.
Still
So
promising.
Oopsie can
Plus
see
an edge makes it a 20.
I sink you 4 times.
Wow,
You sink me 4 times?
Yes.
Jim, you already knew the result, so
I'm
don't
the
you have to
GM.
claim it before? Okay. He pulled the GM card.
He knew the result when he added the edge, so I'm not worried about it.
Can I
Oopsie
also roll a stealth check, and just to be quiet?
I
mean,
you're
I
not
don't think
moving
it
anywhere. You just
matters.
are quiet. You don't have to worry about it, really.
Great.
But you can.
I don't
if
think
you-
it matters. He sunk me.
Yeah, I'm getting Hawk. That's all there is to it.
Well, what if I give my edges to Hawk?
No, it's too late. We already know the results.
late.
We can't add modify the roll any
That's fine.
further.
I can't pull out that GM card. BS.
That's right. I had a whole thing, but you guys start sneaking across the room, and Oopsie like disappears. Like you guys don't even know where Oopsie is as he's like scampering towards silently as a shadow towards the back of the room where the kitchens are. Hawk is making his way through, and the dog keeps like sniffing around, and you keep trying to be like, stop. And you notice the dog walks right up to one of these crystals and starts sniffing at it. And that's about the time that you actually see the crystal like start to wobble a little bit. And this crack like forms in the upper part of it. And you just hear this sound, and all of you hear this. And now 2 of the other crystals start wobbling. And you all hear this sound. What do you guys do?
We roll
I
initiative.
tell my dog to heal.
Zakah, yeah, go ahead. Let's do that. Let's roll initiative.
All right.
Ajax.
28.
Jeez, dude.
24.
He's plus 11, son.
Man, only 21 for Hawk.
Kanshaka was at 28. Zakah was at 24. What about old Oopsie?
23.
23 for Oops.
Wow.
Reno.
Peepa, how you doing?
Peepa is shaking in her leaves because she doesn't like any of this. 14.
14.
No. Consistent, though. That was the same as last time, I
I
think.
Yeah.
know, it was. Yeah.
It's annoying because I keep rolling pretty respectable initiatives, but then you guys are all just like 28, 30, 150,000. And it's like, okay, fine, go first. I don't care. Ruin my life. It is actually Kanshaka who is first. You see that all 3 of these crystals, like nothing has burst out of them, but like there's cracks are forming, they're shaking, like you can tell.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Khan is going to walk up behind Zakah.
Okay.
He's going to put his hand on her back
Mm-hmm.
and goes, "Don't worry, you'll be okay. I'm going to hold my action until danger actually sets
Until
foot."
danger actually appears. Zakah.
Oh, I thought he was going to buff me. All right.
Fooled you.
I got my pencil ready and everything. How far away am I from the first crystal?
The nearest crystal is because of the table, like in a direct line, probably about 20 feet, but because of the tables and stuff in the way, you would actually have to move 40 feet to get to it. Unless you want to vault the tables.
Ooh,
Vault the tables, then you can make an all acrobatics check.
fun.
You know what, Jim Jam?
Huh.
It's the finale. Let's do that.
Let's
but
do
first,
it.
Do this.
First, Zakah gets that pat on the back, and she kind of looks over and gives a nod. And she's got her axe already out, and she just goes, "For Daspier!" And she rages.
She gets mad about it. All right.
Real upset. And she's going to run and leap over these tables. She's going to try to vault this table.
Leaps over the table. Acrobatics me.
Shaka, something's happening. Attack.
Oh my god, I got a 20!
Hey!
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you don't
That's the best
even
roll of the night.
you don't even have to like slide over the table. You literally just leap
Can I do a
clean
front? Wait,
across the table.
Can I do like a front flip as well?
Sure. It's a nat 20 front flip.
You double flip.
You front flip, landing right next to this crystal with your axe.
But while I'm in the air, though, I want my axe to just come down on this crystal's on this nasty creature's head.
That requires you to make an attack roll.
I'm gonna do that, Jim. But if I do hit it, that's how I want it to go. Okay.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Ooh, okay. Okay, maybe. That's going to be a 19.
19 is a hit.
Yay.
So Zakah is just like, with her giant, like, great axe. And then she, like, gets up on the table. She does this epic front flip, but then comes down like, Gah! Right on this guy's head.
Right on the crystal.
I forgot how much, I forgot what I was supposed to roll for my
If you're
damage.
using the great axe, it's D12. And you're raging, so it's like plus 8. Yeah.
Wow.
God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Plus 8,000.
Where's my D12, though?
That's full dumb.
Is she better than Hawk?
I mean, technically, I'm pretty sure out of all the characters in 2E, hers has the highest of damage. She got
She's
up
also
to
got
40.
higher bonuses than
That's what barbarians do.
Yeah.
per level.
I've gotten close.
Yeah, you've gotten real good. Yeah.
Barbarians get hit, but they also hit back.
All right. Here we go. That's going to be 10 plus 8, so 18 points of damage.
18 points. And remind me again what the energy your
Yes,
draconic rage does. Electricity. Okay, so there's this burst of electricity that like almost shorts through the crystal as you just shatter this shell that is and this blue creature, one of these things, just like falls down on and it like scrabbles, and it didn't expect to be released like this so soon, so it just kind of like falls down and it's prone. Though it has not been harmed. It looks like the crystalline shell absorbed the entirety of the blow.
Yeah.
It was one action to rage,
Yeah.
one action to leap, and then an action to an attack. So that is all you can do for the moment.
And now you're next to a bad thing that
Is
could
that
bite
is
you.
that danger? Is that considered danger, Jim?
It is dangerous.
And
a little bit
hero
dangerous.
points don't count for extra actions, right?
No, there's rerolls.
So
Got
Ben
it.
does his weird extra action thing.
now,
Everything
they're the
Ben done
best.
is weird.
now that danger has approached, Khan still keeps his hand pointed at Zakah and says, "Big lady, go big." He casts enlarge on Zakah.
Wow.
Enlarge. The
What does
cock
that
gets
mean for
big.
me?
You get 1 clumsy, but your reach increases by 5, and you get a +2 status bonus to melee damage.
Ooh, thank
Ooh, wow.
you.
So now it's 1d12 plus 10, and you're big,
Wow.
and you have reach. But you're
Sweet.
clumsy 1,
Okay, great.
which is going to further affect your armor class, just so you know.
So I can't do my my front flips over tables and stuff.
Won't need to.
Right.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, sure, you can try it. I mean, it's only a -1. Excellent. So now there's a big Zakah. Oopsie, it is your turn. You are currently, as far as you know, undetected by these creatures.
Can I get to behind the one that fell out?
No, that would be all the way. You would have to go almost all the progress you've already made back towards the main entrance. You're like almost all the way across the cafeteria at this point.
Are there salt shakers on the table?
Make a perception check.
No. 6.
6.
Natural
Yeah, and
one.
looking around, like it's pretty dark in here. Things are happening very quickly. You don't immediately see anything.
Okay. I will continue back towards the kitchen door.
Okay.
More so to stop things from coming out of it.
Sure.
I will draw my glaive,
Okay.
and that will be it.
Do you still hope to maintain your stealth, or are you
Yes.
just like booking it?
I'd like to maintain the stealth.
Okay, so roll a stealth check for me.
26.
Okay, yeah, you make it all the way to the kitchen doors, which are basically just those push doors, and you're pretty sure you're undetected. You got the glaive in your hand, and it is now Hawk's turn.
So did I get as far as Oopsie?
No,
Sneaking
you're
because
about
of the
you're-
dog.
Yeah. You're closer to where Zakah is right now. You're a little bit past that, but you didn't make it quite
Okay.
as far as Oopsie did.
I'm going to. I guess I'm gonna see that her break that thing and see that thing squirming, and I'm just like, nope. So I've got another new creature that I'm gonna mark as my hunting my prey.
Okay.
Because I've taken these on before. I can do this.
Yep.
I'm going to take a nice hunter's aim at it just to make sure I can get a bead since it's squirming.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna attack it with a total of 17 plus 2 is 19 plus 9 is 28 to hit.
God damn.
Oh my god.
Get wrecked.
It's a critical hit.
Yeah, baby.
Nice. What if I sunk
So
it? No.
Please, just everybody just throws things at Hawk until he misses.
I would like to also use my.
I want to use my overcharge.
Can I use my overcharge?
Yeah, you don't double the overcharge, but you can add 3 to the damage. Yes.
All right, I'll add 3 to the damage then, which is okay. Actually, Jim, this one kind of in your favor. I'm just gonna make sure that that's yep. Okay, so that's 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 8 is 20 plus 2 for the compound is 22 plus 3 is 25.
Okay, 25 points of damage. This thing is like trying to scrabble onto its feet, and then this arrow just comes and right through the back of the head. The arrowhead bursting out of its open mouth as it tries to like lunge towards Zaka and bite her, and then it just collapses onto the shards of its own cocoon. It is dead.
Yay.
Thank you.
I think I don't know. Did we say that my doggo's back with me? Did I get to say heal before initiative?
No, you would have had to. That was not a before.
Okay.
Before
Then I'll use because
action.
I get one more action. Then I'll just call heal so that he doubles
Sure.
back to me.
Dog comes rushing over towards you. At that point, it is now my turn. And on my turn, these other 2 crystals that are in the room begin to rock even harder. And it's almost like watching something like a rap, like the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park
That's
trying
what
to
I'm
hatch.
picturing.
They're like crystal shards are just falling away as these things try to push through. And at the end of all 3 of their actions, you hear the shattering of these no-qual cocoons as both of these creatures are now fully emerged. And then through the kitchen door, right into Oopsie's waiting glaive, is another one of these creatures that actually, perhaps it was already hatched, but it just comes bursting out of the swinging doors and tries to bite Oopsie.
Clever girl.
And Oopsie,
I'm pretty stealth though, Jim.
you are, but for some reason, this creature does seem to know where you are.
What
It
if?
does not seem to have too much trouble locating you.
Remember, I'm full of pickle juice.
You are. Yeah, I don't. Yes, yes. Obviously, your blood would just be acid to them.
Oh my gosh, that'd
And
be
the
amazing.
creatures that you're clearly slaughtering need more reasons for it to be hard for them to do anything. I'm going to hit armor class 21.
That's going to do it.
Okay, jaws come clamping around your arm as you try to get the glaive up to block just in time, but you narrowly miss your timing, and this thing gets its teeth into you. You are going to take 10 points of piercing damage, and
Uh-oh.
you're going to have to make a fortitude save.
Oh no!
I'm gonna add an edge on this just to be safe.
Okay.
I don't know that I needed it. 23.
23, okay. Yeah, I mean, this thing bites you and you rip your arm away. It must have used up 2 actions just to get to you, because then it just bites you the one time before my turn is over and Peepa's turn begins.
Can I make a perception check to see if there's any silverware or anything that I can throw?
Sure, make a perception check.
20 on the die.
Hey!
Nice!
So you're going to keep it or you're going to gift it?
She gifted.
Gift it.
I'm going to
gift
gift
it.
it. I'm going to gift
Who-
it.
Who are
I'm
you going to
gonna-
gift it to?
Okay, let's see.
I just got bit.
Okay.
If you give Hawk a natural 20, I will focus all of my efforts on killing you for the rest of the session.
Wow.
Do it, Diana.
Dude, you can't kill us all.
I'm going to gift it to Zakah since she's nice and big, so.
Okay, sure. Big Zakah has a nat 20. You have to re-roll and accept whatever your new
Sure.
result is.
It's leaner. 18 plus 8.
Hey, works out.
Ooh.
Yeah, you spy one of those like metal napkin holders sitting on one of the tables nearby.
I'm going to cast my telekinetic projectile and chuck it at
there's
I guess
two that
one
have
of
just
them. Doesn't matter.
there's two that just hatched and one that bit Oopsie. Is there any in particular that you want to get? Actually,
Can I see them? Sorry, go ahead.
I probably think that you probably don't have a good clear shot on the one that's all the way across the room, so one of the two that just hatched them.
Okay, I'll just launch it at one of the two that just... Oh, wait, I have
Sure.
to roll an attack, don't I? Hold on.
Spell attack.
Oh, I rolled a 5. Can I gift that too?
Yes. You can gift the 5.
Con Shaka, you haven't had love yet. I'm going to give you the 5.
You get a natural 5 on the next
I've
roll
been
that you
helpful.
make.
17 plus 9.
26. Yeah, that's a critical hit.
All right, great. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 points. Do I double that because it's critical hit?
Yeah, you roll the damage twice.
Okay, so 9, and then 1, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14.
14 points of damage.
Nice.
A solid hit. I mean, you just like clang this thing just as it's like gaining its feet and trying to come at you. This napkin holder just beans it right in between the eyes,
Nice.
nearly dropping it, but it is still up. Thank goodness. After Pipa's turn, we go to Khan Shaka.
Hey, Jim.
Yes.
Does my character know anything about these creatures that hasn't been mentioned before?
No. I mean, you're fairly certain you've never seen anything like this before.
Okay. Does my character know the chemical components of what salt's made out of?
Do you have any kind of lore that you might be able to say was helpful?
I do have terrain lore. Huh, looks like I have a 5. That makes it a 10. Okay.
No. No.
I asked, it's a very fair question, Jim.
It's a fair question, but terrain lore would not help you.
All right, that's fine. Because, 5.
Y'all trying to cheat me.
Khan is going to use. I think it's time. It's time for what everyone's been waiting for. Khan sticks his hands into like the little pockets of his bear hat. He goes, "Yay!" And just hair grows out of his skin. He lets out this gigantic roar. But I don't know if you've ever heard like a happy roar. Like this is the thing he's been dying for this entire life. As he just drops to all fours, it becomes a bear that's wearing like a little bear hat still. And he roars and then charges over to the one that's on Oopsie.
On Oopsie. Okay. It would take you a full double move to get over to Oopsie. So does transforming cost actions?
That's 2 actions, so I won't be able to get over.
Okay, so you can get like basically halfway across the room as a bear as you finally become what you've always dreamed of. And it is Zakah's turn next. Big Zakah.
Big Zakah. So
Big Zakah.
Hawk took out the one that was potentially
Right in
going
front
to
of you,
bite
yeah.
me right in front of me. Is dead.
Mhm. Yeah.
Saved your life.
Great. Thank you. What's the next closest one?
Basically, there's one to your left. Like, because you're already sort of in the middle of the room, they're all pretty much, one move, one action to get to the one that Peepa just brained with a spell. Then there's one that's biting Oopsie, and then there's one that hasn't interacted with anybody or done anything yet.
Are there any ones that are close to each other?
No, they're all pretty spread out.
Bummer. All right, so I guess the next closest one to me, I would like to move up to, and I'm going to smack it in its face.
Smack it in
with my
its
great
face.
axe.
All right. Smack
Hey,
away.
what do you think you're gonna roll, Katie?
I think I'm gonna roll a nat 20.
That's right. You get an automatic critical hit.
Thank you.
So go ahead and deal that critical damage.
Oh, that's double?
It's yes.
You're kinder than me. I'd have tricked her into like making an acrobatics check or something.
Do I get to double my draconic rage too, or?
I believe that it's basically as if you had hit twice. So you roll the damage twice, add your bonuses twice. It's the exact same thing.
Good.
Jim? This might be the highest I've ever rolled as Zakah. And one time, didn't I roll like a 30? Okay.
Yeah, you did like 32 points.
You
of
did
damage.
40, I think, once.
Well, I just rolled 2 10s.
Whoa.
Dang.
So 2 10s
Okay.
plus 8 times 2, so 16.
So you get the plus. Did you how much damage? You're big Zakah, so you get to add damage for that.
So plus 2. So, okay, so 16 plus 20 is
36.
36 plus 2, 38.
38
Wow.
plus another 2 because you do double that strength that bonus damage. So it's 40 points of damage.
Wow.
And you just you don't even you actually kind of forget to use the slicing edge of your axe. You just smash this thing and it splatters just from the sheer force of the blow. And this it's like smashing a cockroach. You pick the axe up and there's all this blood and viscera and flesh attached to the flat of the blade that just drips slowly onto the ground. But this thing doesn't even give a whimper before it's dead.
Yes!
Nice.
And I'm going to turn and I'm going to look at Kanshaka and I'm going to give that nod that's like, thank you.
You were seeing a happy bear. Like it's jumping up and down.
I
You
nod
also
to
have
the
2
happy
more
bear.
actions.
One more.
No, she had to move. So she has one more.
Oh, she did have to move. Okay.
Yes.
How far away is the next one?
I mean, another action would get you to pretty much any. One action to get to the one near, Oopsie. 2 actions would get you to the one that's all the way across on the western wall.
But I only have 1 action left, so I'm
You
going
have
to
one
just hold
action
where
left.
I'm at.
Okay, so you just stay where you are, which takes us to Oopsie's turn.
All right, I don't like that this guy bit me.
I wouldn't like it either.
So Oopsie's gonna bring the glaive around and try to just separate head from body.
Okay, roll your attack.
Let's go, Oopsie.
Not on the floor this time. Yes, Jim. Dragons and Things logo.
Yeah.
Okay,
Look at those dice. They're
cool.
Yeah, I like it. That's with my glaive, but it's deadly. What does forceful mean? Oh, that doesn't apply. Okay, so there's 2d8. Okay, I'm not gonna do near Zakah damage because that's ridiculous. Yeah, just straight ridiculous. 18 slashing.
18 slashing
plus-
damage.
I forgot. No, you're right. 18 slashing.
18 points of slashing damage is all you need to indeed separate head from body.
Ugh.
as black blood just squirts all over the floor, and this great thing's head just goes rolling away from you as its body slumps to the ground. Hawk, there is but one. Oh wait, no, yeah, you've got 2 more actions.
Hold on. There's still one there, right?
Yeah, but it's behind you.
I just wanna try and be real cool. And like I did in that first episode where I threw the thing at the dagger, I'm gonna try and just pull a dagger and huck it across at this other one.
Sure, roll an attack. This is your second attack, but daggers are agile, so this is only at a minus 4.
I'm at a +5 though. Hey, it's an 18 on the die. 23.
23 is a hit.
It's a hit for 1d4 damage. So hard dagger. For a total of 4 damage, Jim.
4 points of damage. Well, this one had it's like shaking its head, clearly dazed and confused after Peepa just brained it with the napkin holder. And then as soon as it sort of rights itself, and it looks like it's about to go charging in at the bear that just entered the room when a dagger comes roaring through the air and right in the eye, and it goes down. You've killed the final one of these creatures.
Nice.
Akata lies dead.
Yay!
You have thoroughly destroyed my creatures, and now I don't want to play anymore, so let's go on our mid-show break.
Wow. He was being pouty.
I'm gonna go pout for a couple of minutes, and then we'll come back and do our second half.
That seems right, Jim.
It's the right thing to do.
The wrong sound is never right. Don't let the wrong sound ruin the moment at your gaming table. Sirenscape has dozens of sound sets designed by gamers for gamers that add the atmosphere you need for epic tabletop gaming. See? The right sound sounds right. Epic games need epic sound. Journey to Sirenscape.com to download the app for free. And be sure to catch Sirenscape in action on Dragons and Things every Friday night at 6 p.m. Pacific on Twitch.
Hey everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Adam Rady, and I'm the executive producer here on the Dragons and Things Network. You may also not know that our network is independent, meaning that all of the content you see is made possible because of you. Your subs, your donations, your bits, your Patreon support. It all goes into making the shows that you watch possible. So thank you. That support is actually what led us to be able to move into a studio at the beginning of 2020 and begin producing our very own flagship show, Dragons and Things Vantam. Unfortunately, because of COVID-19, we've all had to adjust to the new normal of social distancing. We had to put Vantam on hold and suspend our trips to our studio, but we started making new shows like Things in Space, Crits and Giggles, and Heroic Endeavors. Our hope is that when it is safe to do so, we can go back into the studio and bring all of these productions with us. But until then, we have to continue to pay rent on said studio. And luckily, thankfully, because of each and every one of you, we've been able to meet our monthly survival goal every single month. Your support means that we get to keep doing what we all love. So honestly, from the bottom of all of our hearts, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
You all are crazy. Honestly, you're not just meeting the goal some months, you're exceeding it. So Jim and I have been talking, and we've been thinking about what could we do with that extra support. Normally, in our mid-show break, you are watching epic medieval or fantasy sci-fi content that we have made, whether it's Walking in Circles that we shot 10 years ago. You'll see little shorts and sketches that we've filmed, ads that we've done for Sirenscape, Paizo, Tabletop Loot, Norse Foundry. And the crazy thing about when you watch that content is that you watch it. You don't get up and go use the restroom when you're supposed to during these breaks. Instead, you watch the content and you tell us how cool it is or how you want to see more or how, boy, you'd like to see that turned into a series. So what if we just did that? What if we made more content? Could be something as simple as a photo shoot, where we take Katie and Wes and the gang from Things in Space and we go do a cool, awesome cosplay shoot. Or maybe, if there's enough support, we could shoot a sketch or a scene from one of the shows, or something completely original that we haven't done before. With enough support, we could maybe do a series. The scale really is just dependent on how much support we get for the idea. So that's it. That's what we hope we can do with those additional resources, is give you additional content. Only this time, it's not just at the table. It can be out in the woods, or in the mountains, or up in space. It can be anything we want to create, and that's what's so exciting. So thank you for all the subs, bits, donations, everything that you're doing. It's incredible. And if you're ever looking for a different way to support us, consider joining our Patreon. It's actually a super effective way to help us because it helps us plan out our monthly budgets and look towards the future. Plus, you get cool perks for doing it. Honestly, things are crazy right now. So if those methods of support don't work for you, we totally get it. Just keep hanging out with us, supporting each other, enjoying each other's company, and just being the best fam that you already are. We love you, DaT fam. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. It's time for more Dragons and Things, which is hopefully going to be more fun for me than the first half was, because the heroes have certainly proved that all of their training and all of their experience has not been for nothing. They are quite mighty. And Zakah herself, the newbie, has actually acquitted herself quite well amongst these clearly more experienced leaders. It's like that I guess it's experience versus raw power and talent that Zakah has, So clearly I have my work cut out for me. What was that?
Nothing.
What you got, Hawk?
Nothing.
You want to tell me? Welcome
That's
back,
the nicest thing
everybody.
you've ever said about me, Jim.
I don't think that's true. I say nice things to you. I'm nice to you, Katie.
That's true. You are very nice.
He's
Said
not
happy
mean to you.
birthday.
That's true. Jim, why does it look like you're stuck in like a black void? Like, are you trying to depict what goes on in your mind, like on screen for us to witness?
Well,
See, it was the void.
I mean, it's just this is. If I turn the other lights in my bedroom on, what you'll see is like a dresser and a bed, which isn't very interesting. And there's no other light in my room. Like we have the curtains drawn. So like I could turn those things on, but the wall, like something about the fact that I have piss poor lighting and the walls makes everything feel incredibly yellow and green when all the other lights are on, and I just don't like it that much. I actually have I bought a thing that I can put behind me that should be arriving sometime soon, just in time for us to go on hiatus. Do the heroic endeavors for a while.
Nice.
Well, I like
purchase
the
a
Jim
backdrop.
Jam aesthetic. I think it's very fitting.
Mm-hmm.
I like that at times it looks like his arms disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because I have the black sleeves. Blends in really well.
Hashtag Jim Jam Jammies.
Jim Jam Jammies.
Jim Jammies.
Anyway, I'm a bear.
I want to kill these things.
You did. You killed them. They're dead. They're dead, and
I willed it with my mind.
you did. You killed it. You killed them with your axe. You guys are all standing there. It doesn't appear that there's any more danger here in this room. However, Kanshaka is a bear, and Zaka is very large. Now, I believe both of those effects last for about a minute. Kanshaka?
Bear's minute and large is 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay.
Let's
So
go find some
Zaka,
danger.
you're going to be big for a little bit. What are the rest of you doing now that you've killed
salt.
these creatures?
Finding
Stealthing.
salt.
Salt. Stealthily finding the salt.
That one.
29.
Stealth.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're the quietest goblin.
I can be the quietest mouse.
Sure.
The bear is climbing things to get to an air duct or a vent of some sort.
Sure. You want to get into you don't see anything. You can try make a perception check. See if you can find a way to get up into the ceiling.
23.
23. Yeah, you realize that if you stack some of the chairs up on one of the tables, you could get up to the ceiling where there's like a hatch that you could push open and climb up into, theoretically.
Going to attempt to do that.
Okay. So you guys watch as this bear stacks some chairs up, and then just as he's about to climb up on top of it, his bareness ends and he becomes Kanshaka once again. But you know that he's still a bear in his heart, and that's what really counts.
Yeah,
And
but
his hat.
his shoulders slumped a little bit, but it's okay.
Looks a little sadder now that he's just a person again. Ugh. Ugh.
You hear in your ear, "Oops, he's gonna drive that bear."
Searching around, I mean, you get back into the kitchens, oopsie, and you do see that, like, I mean, there's a whole bunch of supplies of all different kinds: dried beans and rice and cheeses and vegetables and fruits. And sure enough, there are several very large bags of salt. And they would be pretty heavy for you to carry all of them, but between your companions and you, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. You don't encounter any other danger here.
Is there a way to?
We had a bear.
Is there a way to be? I don't know. Like, do you have to hold them with your hands? The salt.
What cheat code are you hunting for?
The cheat code I'm hunting for is I want my hands, both of them, on my great axe.
No.
Is she still large? How long does that go?
5 minutes.
Great.
I
so
say
in
we
5
make
minutes,
the rookie carry everything.
Okay. Well, Kanshaka, at this point, you are, you hear Oopsie has found the salt. And you are like, you're good to climb up if you want.
Khan actually looks up and then he realizes that there's a difference between being stupid and unwise. He's screaming into the air duct for one bear to go through all of that might not work so well. And, HEI headquarters is pretty safe. And this is a very scary situation. So Khan is going to abandon his hopes of getting to Barry. Let logic prevail.
It's that third level. That's what did it. It's all that experience you have knowing that maybe I shouldn't go crawling through these ducts alone. Knowing especially that these creatures very well could be up there. You remember the first one you encountered had apparently come down from the ceiling onto that poor man in the safe room. So realize that maybe going up there alone, not a good idea. However,
is this salt in bags or barrels?
Bags. There's plenty of it there.
Khan with his newfound wisdom and his personal will save is just going to grab 2 of the bags.
Sure. Yeah.
Let's just go, guys.
Heft some bags up onto your shoulders.
Could they technically fit in a backpack or no?
Yeah, sure. You could carry one in a backpack if you didn't have anything else in it. I mean, like,
can you carry it in a backpack?
Carrying the salt. Carrying the salt is not. I don't mean for that to be the big challenge. So
this is the puzzle, Jim. How do we
get the
bags of salt?
You've accomplished this, and then you just take the salt back to where you need to go, and I'll move you to the next part. There won't be.
Oh, I've angered all the Twitters. Okay. How do I get the salt from the Twitters?
You grab the salt. You all grab salt.
Oh crap! I got salt.
And you have a lot of it. You haul it back down to the labs, moving cautiously, not finding, again, any particular dangers, seeing no more of these crystals, finding a few more bodies, hearing some things in the distance indicates the fight is very much going on in other places, but you know that your mission is more important than seeking out danger. Wisely, as Kanshaka has been acting, you all decide to stick to the mission. You return to the labs. And at this point, Fiddlemund is excited to see you. Oh, you made it. Thank you. Yes. Excellent. I've been doing some preparations of my own. Come on. We will go to the baths. Leads you into this massive stone room, some distance away. And this huge stone room contains several shallow pools where in better time, licensees might come to relax and swim after a day in the field. However, for now, it is your chosen place of battle. Fiddleman instructs you all, just dump the salt into the water. That's all you have to do. And as he instructs you to do that, he has a pack on, he starts grabbing some things out of it. So I will begin preparing. I have a device, several devices I can make that might help us here. It's a small brass bowl from his pack and fills it with some mercury as you guys start pouring salt into the pools.
Instructions unclear, Jim. Oopsie's in the water.
Oopsie is in the water with the salt. He just has the salt in the bag and jumps into the water with the bag closed.
Can I roll a sense? What's the Pathfinder 2nd edition version of
Perception.
sense motive? Perception?
Yep.
Okay. Because I'm this guy's seeming like he's got this plan and it's very odd to Zakah. I don't think she's gonna notice much. That's a 14.
I mean, he seems like he's not nearly as sort of frantic and scared as he was when you first encountered him. He seems to be moving with a little bit more purpose, and he seems to know what he's doing. Whether what he's doing makes any sense to you is a different matter, but he seems to be moving with enough purpose and self-confidence to indicate that he at least thinks that what he's doing is valuable.
Okay.
All right. As you guys dump some of the salt into the pools, you create basically, there are just several shallow pools of very, very intensely salty water. But he stops Peepa as she's about to dump the last bag of salt into one of the pools. No, come here. I have something else for us here. And he pulls out this essentially it looks like a backpack with a hose attached to it. And he says, "In here, young leafy lady." He opens this hatch on this backpack. You pour the salt into this tank that's full of water. He says, "Yes. Now one of you will use this in the coming battle. You strap this to your back. You take this nozzle here and you pump it a few times, and then it will spray water, which is now salt water, at our enemies. Who would like to be the one?"
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to ask if Oopsie wanted to drive the machine.
Oopsie always driving is known quantity. Show Oops how work.
Yeah, sure. So he demonstrates it.
Out of water.
Yeah, there's this crank that you have to prep. You remember? Did you use the shock sticks?
I use the shock sticks.
Yeah. So it works very similarly the same. It basically is it's a super soaker. Basically, you have this crank that you turn, builds up the water pressure, one action to prime it, one action to fire it, and when you fire it, it shoots this jet of salt water in a direct line. It says, yes, you managed to hit our enemies with this, and it should be very, very painful indeed for them.
Okay,
That's
oopsie
fun.
drive.
Okay. So Oopsie
Now-
will drive the Super Soaker. Hawk.
Are there? Is this a room that has any height to the ceiling? Is there anything that I could climb up to and get more of a hawk's eye view?
Really, there's nothing that overlooks the room at all. It's not really. There's nothing really designed for that. There are a couple of like statues and pillars that you could use for cover, but nothing that would really give you height.
Could I dip my axe in salt water?
Sure.
I do it.
Sure. Yeah.
So, are we having the big fight here? Is that
Yes,
the
I'm
plan?
going to draw the beasts to us.
Oh.
You must be ready.
Oh, okay. As he hears that, he's going to take out his water skin, dump it out, and then fill it with the salt water.
Sure. Sure.
He's also going to dip his head into the salt water. He has like long hair. Just
Sure.
try to soak it up as much as possible,
Mhm.
and as well as he just jumps in, gets all of his shit wet.
Sure. He just jumps in there, starts splashing around the salt water.
Yeah,
Sure.
Zakaw's gonna make sure that she's got like a couple handfuls of salt in her pouch on her belt.
Okay.
He doesn't have anything. Nope. He doesn't have
Okay.
anything. But basically, we wanted to get as much water on him as possible. Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Man, I really wish I could take a nap right now. Do you think the bad guys would be able to stay away for about a good 8 hours? Is it just,
Absolutely
go
not.
to that corner over there?
Is there extra cups in this area?
Yeah, you could get like some bowls and cups and jugs if you need them. Yeah.
I'm gonna start. If there's extra water and salt, I'm gonna start dumping these cups and like setting them like in a row, so I
Sure.
can start launching at them.
Sure. You get
spell.
about 10 of them, 10 vessels that you feel would be big enough to fling with telekinetic projectile. Then they're filled with salt water as well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hawk's gonna see everyone preparing, and he wants to take like just one of the bowls before she uses it or something, and create like a wet almost puddle that he's standing in, so that the idea is like if they step in it, they're gonna be like, "Ouch! It burns."
Sure.
Is there a
That's
good
probably their exact reaction.
Yep. That's
is
what
there
they
a
sound like in
good
my brain.
spot to stand in this area in case they like where would you ready up for any sort of action here?
It's because this really isn't a place that's designed for combat, so there's really no good spot. You've all kind of gathered on the northern side of the room. The main entrance is on the southern side of the room, so you're basically just like looking down the barrel. There's a couple of walkways. Imagine it almost like a place where there's like a pool, but there's like 4 different pools. So there's some walkways between them. But you realize that even getting mixed up in there could be dangerous because as you guys get more and more water everywhere, it becomes slippery, it becomes more difficult to maneuver. So
I get it.
Well, what I am gonna
Like
do,
the wanted areas. Gotcha.
yeah.
what I am gonna do is use some of the salt,
Okay.
and I'm gonna sprinkle it down without any water. Just sprinkle it down in between those walkways.
Okay.
But not like when they first enter, you know what I mean? But like the little once you hit the first pool, everything back toward us,
Mhm.
I'll try to sprinkle the walkways with a little salt.
Sure.
And I want to position myself toward the front of the group.
Mhm.
And also I want to announce that we have a donation
Ooh.
from Willow Ridley. $30. And she says, I know Jamie is not here to do my voice. Oh gosh, does that mean I have to do it? I feel like Diana.
You're reading it now.
What's the voice?
This.
Okay, but this Finn, I watch with Mommy. I only know some of you. Hello, peoples I do not knows. I want everyone to get an edge, please. Yes, even Jim. What? I know him, and he wears glasses like Mommy. Rat kisses to you.
Very well done. That was it. That's how we do it.
Finn.
Thank you for the donation.
Thank you, Finn.
Thank you, Finn.
That's amazing.
Jim.
Yes.
Khan is actually going to attempt to focus for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So he can do one of his spells without wasting a spell slot.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know, if we have the 10 minutes, we have 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, you get, he's, as you guys are making more and more preparations, Fiddleman's like, oh, this is very good. Yes. Want to be as prepared as possible. We have to get them all. We have to be sure.
How big are the pools are we talking about?
Each one, they're all pretty big. They're probably only maybe 3 feet deep each, but they're maybe,
gotcha.
20, 25 feet.
Yeah, these are the wanted healing pools. Gotcha.
Yeah, basically.
You guys see Oopsie reach into a pouch on his side, and he pulls out this weirdly blue pickle. It's totally different from any other pickle he's had. He takes a bite, and you see the bite mark from the creature earlier. Like the blood dries up, and the skin kind of heals over a little bit as he eats his healing pickles.
His healing pickles.
You have real pickles there?
Yeah. Oopsie, all you have pickles.
I love pickles.
Did you offer her? Oh, you did offer her pickles. Okay.
Did I offer a pickle?
I just look. So much has happened.
It's true.
So, as you complete all of this, Fiddleman's looking to you guys for, are you all ready? Are we prepared?
There's only the one technical entrance, right?
Yes, they should all be coming through that door.
Yeah.
What about ceiling? They come through ceiling other room.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, we must be ready for anything then.
Is all the tiles in this ceiling closed?
It looks like, yeah.
It looks like, yeah. Can I make a perception check?
Yeah.
You remember in the other space, it wasn't like a hatch had been opened and the creature had casually sauntered down from the ceiling. It burst out of the ceiling and got this guy.
Okay.
Are there any windows to this area, or would those have been shut down with the lockdown?
Those would have been shut down. There are no windows that you can see. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Khan is going to stand behind Zaka.
Zaka,
Zaka.
Our good friend Zaka.
Oh man, this is great. We could have a mixtape together.
What?
Kamshaka and Zaka.
Kamshaka Zaka.
There's too many Anyway. Yeah, he's just gonna, after he focused up, he's just gonna have his hand ready to. Actually, he doesn't need to do that. It's a 30-foot reach. Never mind. Whatever. Khan's definitely reaching out towards her.
Okay. Getting ready for.
What's the range on this super soaker, Jim?
30 feet.
Okay.
Penguin Witch Doctor said, Kanzaka.
Kanzaka.
Yes.
You're all fired. You're all fired.
But no, we're adorable bear gladiators. It's great.
We are. You gotta praise bears.
You guys. Nope, never mind.
We fight bears.
Jared's questioning about putting the one with the most hit points and highest AC in the back. That's just a Jared question. But cool.
Wait, no,
we don't know where they're coming from, mate.
Wait. What's the order of operations we have? Because I'm assuming Zaka is in front. So it's Zaka.
I'm in the back with the
cop. Sorry,
the person.
It's okay.
I'm in the back with the super ogre.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the front. I'm ready. I got my great axe. Behind me is
actually that makes a lot more sense. Khan walks over to Oopsie. Oopsie, no. Oopsie strong man. Give.
A bear with a super soaker.
I can't be a bear all the time, but here's why. Oopsie's stronger than me somehow. And then Oopsie pushed the bad guys into the water, and then we super soak them animals.
That's what Oopsie think too. But you say Oopsie drive gun, Oopsie drive.
Does Oopsie want to drive gun, or Oopsie want to be strong hero?
Oopsie don't know.
I think Oopsie should be strong hero. Pass the gun.
Oopsie just put gun down here.
Walks away.
And whatever happened, if Oopsie have to pick up, he pick up.
What is happening? Our plan was solid. Pick up
We
the
had
gun.
no plan.
The plan is you shoot the gun.
I mean, he's right. He's better in a close-up fight. Con Shocker might be the one to use the little super soaker.
I support my friends.
Oopsie, put it back on.
Okay.
I'm now confused.
Peeper.
You said it, Hog. You said it.
What I was saying was literally the idea that Con Shocker should put on the super soaker.
Okay,
because
put down gun.
Con pulls up the super soaker and puts it on.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, Con Shaka has a super soaker.
Rady.
Oopsie's got his weapons. Everybody is set up. We're done preparing.
Are we?
Just give us another hour, Jim.
At this point, Fiddleman is standing near this brass bowl with the mercury. And he's, so the thing is, the Akata that we've been fighting, you see, they actually can't hear anything. It's their sense of smell that leads them wherever they need to go. These are carnivores, and they're quite ravenous. So I'm going to create the illusion of the smell of meat here, and should draw them to us. So if you're all ready, we'll get started.
Just make sure you aim that meat smell toward the water and not us.
Oh, it's going to be everywhere. There's really no hope for it. It's smell. Can't really just aim it like a super soaker.
Aim it. You could try.
Fiddleman casts his illusion, and at its completion, the area is filled with an almost overwhelming smell of meat. He's like, I'm very sorry, it had to be very strong to draw them all in to carry through the building. And after that, he casts another spell over the bowl of mercury. Says, yes, now, Peepa, come here and watch the bowl. I've cast a divination that will warn us of these creatures' approach so that we can see when they will arrive. Remember, the salt water is our most powerful enemy. We must not fail to use it. So you all make your preparations. Waiting. Several minutes pass. It's very tense. You're beginning to wonder if maybe this plan wasn't thought through very well. Maybe they're not coming. Maybe they can't actually smell this. It seems kind of silly. And then, Peepa, you notice that the bowl of mercury begins to quiver very slightly. Tiny, high-pitched sound, like glass being struck for a toast, rings out. You look out into the bowl, and you see that a tiny red blinking dot has appeared in the mercury, and it's just like floating there in the mercury. You hear this ting, 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 ting. And the dot is actually moving very slowly through the mercury towards the center of the pool. And at the far edge of the bowl of mercury, another red dot appears, and another dot, and another, until it's almost like this wall of red fireflies are just all converging on the middle of this pool of mercury. You almost can't see the mercury itself. It's just red light after red light after red light. The sound grows more frantic. Ting, 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 ting. And Fiddleman is now looking around wildly. He's like, I don't know. Divination says that they're in the room. No, you're right. You're right. They're going to come through the ceiling. Everyone be prepared. And at this point, portions of the ceiling come crashing down as dozens of these Akata begin falling into the room and leaping towards you. Some of the unlucky ones actually fall directly into the pools, and they're thrashing as the pools smoke and bubble, and their flesh actually melts away in the salt water. You just see how effective it is, but there are so many of these creatures that many of them land quite safely and begin making their way towards you. Even knowing that you have drawn them into a trap, you cannot help but think that surely you'll be overwhelmed. And yet, what can you do but fight? And now we must roll initiative.
Are their feet burning from all the salt on the ground, though?
Calm your body. They will be fine. You do not automatically win, but yes, you have a big advantage here.
I automatically win, Jim.
29.
Jeez,
wow. You guys and your initiatives today.
That's better than me, Shaka.
Me too.
Has 27.
Jeez.
I didn't do that well.
Hawk?
18.
18
Me too.
For Hawk. Zakah, what's your bonus to initiative?
5.
Hawk?
9.
Dang.
All right. Peepa?
I'm gonna gift I rolled a 15
Okay.
because I'm not a front fighter. I'm gonna gift mine to Hawk. Sorry, am I messing you up? I don't have to do it then.
No, you can do that. It's just I don't want Hawk to have more good things.
I know,
happen.
but you put so many evil villains on the battlefield, and I'm freaking out inside. Diana is.
All right, that's fine. I have adjusted Hawk's initiative. Go ahead and
Wait, no, that's
re-roll
not how
your
it
initiative.
works.
Oh wait, you're right. That's not how it works.
Huh?
My bad. Hawk's initiative won't change.
Wait.
That's his future role.
That's his future roll. So re-roll yours.
Right.
So he gets
Hawk
pretty
gets a
much auto-
15. Hawk's next thing is a 15. Your initiative is now what, Peepa?
Well, I rolled 4 now, and 4
Okay.
plus 8 is 12.
Before this combat gets going, you should know that Silent H donated $75.
Oh, shit.
And he says, what are the chances little wild magic can take those hands from Zakah?
Uh-oh, Zakah. Oh, Zakah.
I'm a level 1.
Exactly.
They're
Now-
level 3.
You're not even as attached to your hands as we are.
Yeah.
Now you're a level 1 character with wild magic on you. Go ahead and roll a d4.
Great. Awesome. Thanks. Who was this Silent H? Thank you.
Yep.
Awesome. Oh, geez. Well, hold on. I wasn't in the thing. Okay, that's a 1.
A 1. Okay. You, every time you roll a d20, or attack roll, skill check, and saving throws, you get to add an additional d6 as a bonus to your roll.
Oh.
However, if your result is a failure, you are stunned for half the result on the die.
Oh.
When you're stunned, basically you lose a number of actions equal to your stunned value.
Oh.
If the result on your die is a critical failure, you are stunned for the full result on the die.
Okay, so this could be really, really good or really bad.
Very, very bad.
Okay.
But we will find out just how that's going to affect things in a little bit, because before we get into this, I want to go ahead and take a minute to talk with the chat.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
No, because they're all like, ouch, Katie. Oof. Ah, no. Gosh.
Have you
good
noticed
Lord.
that like the common thread across the channel is somehow hinder Katie in every show? Have you commented?
I don't know what I did to the DaT fam, but they don't like me very much.
Well, I think it's because they like you.
Consistency. It's just called consistency.
It's because I'm so positive. They try to like knock me down, and I'm just like, bring it. I can do it. You haven't killed me yet.
Just block the haters, Katie.
So Torger NCA says, Jim, do you have an actual map, or is this theater of the mind for you two?
This is all theater of the mind. The map would actually be useful for this particular combat, but we don't use Roll20 for this because it's a little clunky with homebrew stuff, so we're just minding.
You know, Lucas Martinez asked a solid question, Jim. Could Oopsie cut up some pickles and use them like throwing stars?
No.
Oh, but that's a really great option.
I mean, it's not a bad question.
Or you could bite the pickle, chew it up, and then spit it all over.
I was thinking it, but you said it.
Sorry, we thought it together.
Yeah.
Well, I have more pickles.
Then throw some at us. I will gladly spit.
I don't have any hands. I've got a great axe.
Wouldn't that be like hitting you with like
Phrasing.
a human arm just to smack you with a pickle? Because you're a plant and they're plants?
Phrasing.
Kind of weird.
The DaT fam did throw out a great idea that we should start making Dragons and Things pajamas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd wear a Crag onesie for sure.
I want some.
It just looks like...
Shaka onesie would actually be pretty good.
Oh, dude, a bear onesie, I would wear that all day.
Yep.
Yeah, why don't you have one?
A bear
get you
onesie?
Just get like an Ewok costume.
Let's get you one for season 3.
Oh, I'd be down. I would wear it because season 2 would be later in the summer where I won't be dying.
Lord Coyote 2000 says, I haven't been on DaT content for long, but I like Katie and the characters. So thank you.
Yay.
That's a little redeeming,
welcome
at
to DaT
least.
fam.
Thank you.
Yay.
We had Scott Denuzzo also gifting a sub earlier for Gary Bones.
Nice.
Gary Bones.
Thank you for the subs. Remember, those sub goals reset every month because some subs expire. So if you have the will and the means to sub, it helps us if you can renew those every month because it helps us a lot. They're good stuff.
And I just want to say thank you to everyone who's donated all the things tonight. We've got all sorts of buffs. So, Jim,
we're going to use it.
I'm super excited.
All kinds of buffs. I think that is going to get wild here. We got 2 wild magics on the field. We got buffs all over the place. You guys are well prepared for this combat. Why don't we go ahead and get it going? Let's get it started. Top of the first round. There are maybe a dozen of these Akata creatures that are currently here, and you can hear the roars of more approaching. So you know that this is only going to get more intense. But Kanshaka, it is your turn first. What do you do?
Cast Enlarge on Zaka.
Zaka gets big once again.
Second action. Well, the last action. I'm going to shoot my thing because I definitely primed it before all this went happened.
What is your? You have the Super Soaker. Okay, so you
soak that.
Yep, you pick out one of these creatures and make it a ranged attack roll.
I think that's a +7 from me.
This will be your dexterity bonus.
And I don't get a proficiency to that?
You don't get a training bonus in this because this is a sort of exotic type of weapon that you've never really used before. So just your dexterity.
That'd be a 15.
15. Almost. You come like so close to hitting this creature, but barely miss.
Can I use an edge?
That's splash damage.
Yeah, you can use an edge.
I'll use an edge because I have 5 of them.
Yeah, you got edges. Use them up. So you throw an edge onto this, and indeed, that is enough to make it a hit.
Yay.
So roll 3d6 damage.
Nice.
3d6.
Do it.
I can do
There
math.
you go.
That's 3 plus 4 points of bloody damage.
4 points of bloody damage.
Wow.
However, this also kicks in their weakness to saltwater, and they take an additional 5 points of damage from that.
Good job. Good job, Scott.
9 points of damage as you squirt this thing in the flank, and you can see its flesh start to bubble and melt away, revealing muscle and and flabby flesh, and even down to the bone beneath. And this thing howls in rage and pain. You realize that these things do not like saltwater at all. But after that, Kanshaka, it is Oopsie's turn.
Okay. Can I reach one of them, Jim?
Not from where you're currently standing, but with one action you could get to within reach of one.
This is more to experience the rule set here behind PF2.
Sure.
What's the equivalent of a bull rush?
You want to use the shove action. You have to have a hand free to shove.
Well, I'm currently not holding anything because I put
Okay, if you're not holding anything, then you can shove a creature. You make an athletics check.
You're new in town and I shove them.
Okay, so make an athletics check.
Am I adding anything?
Athletics.
Oh, yeah. Duh. Derp.
Now you're poisoned.
Derp. I've been playing games for a while. 22.
22 is enough. You actually just you shove this creature, and it goes like tumbling back. I assume you picked one on the edge of a pool, so it goes tumbling into the pool and is like thrashing around now. Deal 4d6 points of damage.
4d6.
Dang.
I'm gonna need more d6.
Oh god, I barred this a bit. 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. This thing nearly just melts to the bone. It's barely struggling to it's like trying to get up onto the walkway again, but it's like practically skeletonizing before your eyes. That will take us to, you have one more action actually. Moved and shoved.
Can I just move towards another one so that I'm there?
Oh yeah, sure. You just start making your way towards another of these creatures. After that, it is Hawk's turn.
All right. Well,
no, I'm sorry. My bad.
Never mind.
It's not Hawk's turn. Hawk's turn's later.
Goodbye.
My first turn goes first. One of these creatures that Kanshaka shot sees Oopsie go running across the walkway and goes charging in at him. One action to move to him, one action to try to bite.
Gonna sink you, Jim.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. So with a 2 on the die, plus my bonus, plus your dumb sink, that brings my total to 10. And that's not going to do it. So first bite is worthless.
In fact, that's a critical fail.
It's a critical failure. So it just comes jaws snapping and connects with nothing but empty air. It is so confused by what's happening around it that it just doesn't even take its third action. Then another one of these creatures sees Big Zakah and comes charging in at Big Zakah. Big Zakah, that is a 17 to hit.
No.
Yeah.
Now your armor class is reduced by 1 when you're Big Zakah.
Oh, really?
Yes, because you're clumsy 1. When you're clumsy, your armor class is affected.
Okay, well then it is 17.
Okay, so it gets its jaws and bites you right in your
is it?
Massive
What
knee.
if I sink it?
Oh no!
Oh yeah, I can sink it too.
Jim is so mad right now.
Sink on his roll.
Only one sink's needed. It's great.
Great.
Well, who's sinking? Use a bonus, and then we'll decide.
Nathan said it first.
I'll do it. I'll use it.
Okay.
Just remember that, Katie.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll tell you who remembers it. I'll tell you who remembers it.
I'm gonna
okay, so it almost gets you, but can't quite seal the deal on that. One of these creatures lands actually towards the back of the room, and it goes charging in at Fiddleman and leaps on Fiddleman. And Fiddleman's trying to fend it off as it's trying to get his. And you can tell that if somebody doesn't go help Fiddleman, he's going to get eaten alive pretty soon.
I'm towards the back.
Well,
but before anybody can react, one of these creatures goes in, it sights its beady black eyes on Hawk and comes charging in at him.
I sink you, Jim.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. So that makes my total after sinks a 16. But before you tell me the result of that 16, I'm going to use 2 edges to make it an 18.
I'll use my additional sink to make it a 15.
Well, then, if you use 1 more sink, then my total is now 17. Is a 17 hit?
A 17 will not hit.
Cool.
Oh!
You're welcome. And thank you.
Thank you.
And that is the first wave of these creatures that gets to go. So
to be
now
honest,
it is
though,
Hawk's turn.
The 18 wouldn't have hit either. but everyone was talking so quickly. So
Wow.
I didn't want to use my edges after I knew the results, since that's apparently a rule we care about all of a sudden. Even though y'all are sinking me every time you know what I do, but it's okay.
We're the GM, Jim.
Yeah, it's your
you
game
did
now.
kick him out and try to take his spot when you joined.
It's Hawk's game now.
That's true.
What is Hawk's game?
So for my game, you mentioned I've got this guy right here, but Hawk is known for just saying, "I will save the other," as he did with Harry Plopper that one time on accident.
It's true.
So he's gonna go for the guy on our friend who is defenseless.
Yeah,
he's just a guy who creates smells for a living, apparently.
Yeah,
and water gun.
Fiddle man.
So Diana said that I have a 15 as my roll.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing there's a bit of distance. So I want to use my hunted shot because I don't want to hit the bag or our friend.
Sure.
So that'll make it a 26, but I'm guessing there's penalties as a part of all that.
The only penalties would just be because you were in the back of the room. Like if there's the short distance penalty, which is a -2, that would be the only one that applies.
Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, hunt prey, pull aim, fire.
26 -2 is a 24, and that is not a critical hit.
That's okay. I'm fine with that. I can live with that life. We're gonna roll the 2d8s. They are in your favor. It's only 6 damage.
All right, 6 points of damage there, just right into this one as it's trying to snap Fiddleman's throat with its jaws.
And that'll be my turn because it's the one action and then the 2 for the aim.
2 actions to do the hunted shot. Gotcha. Okay, so that will take us to Zakah's turn. Big Zakah.
Big Zakah. How far away am I from the creatures?
Well, one just tried to bite you.
That's true. Is there any others close by?
No, none of them. None of the other ones have approached
Why can't you ever make them cluster up, Jim Jam?
You kill things in one hit all the time. Like, what more do you need?
I just want to use this cool thing I can do, and I never have the opportunity.
You could, if you want. You note that there are other creatures in the room that have yet to act. You could. And you're not raging, so you have the presence of mind to do it. You could withhold your turn.
No, I'm not going to do that, Jim Jam. I'm going to raise my axe and say, "Put the spear!"
Okay.
I'm going to rage, and I'm going to slice his head off.
We can only hope.
We can only hope. All right, here we go, Jim Jam. I'm going to use... I have edges. I'm going to use 3 of them.
Wow.
What are you looking at me like that for? Oh, that was almost a 20. It's a 19 on the die, plus 3, 19, 20, 21, 22.
It's a critical hit.
8.
I already know it's a critical hit. Just go ahead and roll. You're double damage.
Okay. Can do, will do. Hang on a second. And then I add my... Okay. Here we go. Okay. That's an 11, and that's a 9. And then we're going to add 8 plus 2 plus... Wait, hold on. Sorry.
I think you just
11?
did 40 damage again.
11 plus 9.
Yep.
Plus 16. Plus 4.
Plus 4, yeah. So it's
40.
Once again, you've dealt 40 points of damage.
Shut up!
And you just sweep this thing into the water near you. It's dead before it even hits the water, but its body still dissolves in the salty brine, and it is completely obliterated.
I get more actions, right?
You have one more action.
No, I'll wait.
She waits. She rages, but she has the presence of mind to keep calm and know that she's already done as much as she can do this
Wait
turn.
a minute.
What?
She's got the wild magic on her.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Not to bring it up, but yeah.
You're right. We do need to remember that for the future. However, she was definitely in the success range anyway, so it would not have affected. She would not. There's no chance she would have gotten stunned from that.
Good.
It would have been a critical.
We do need to remember that for the
success.
future for sure.
You want to give us homework too, Jim?
Crit. Huh?
You want to give us some homework too?
Homework.
Teacher.
After Zakah.
I'm just kidding. I love you, Diana.
After Zakah, some of these other creatures that had yet to move come bounding in. One of them actually makes its way all the way over to Peepa and tries to bite her.
No.
Oh no!
Don't bite my leaves.
That might have done it.
We
Not
have
22.
Is she within? Is she within 30 feet?
We already heard.
No, because you have moved away. You moved up into the front lines. 22 to hit Peepa.
Try to save.
Cannot. No. 22. No. Yeah, you hit me.
I gotcha. You are going to take 10 points of piercing damage. And you do need to make a fortitude save.
Oh, I'm going to use 3 edges on this fortitude save.
All right.
Okay, so 13 plus 3 is 16 plus fortitude. Where are you? 16 plus 7.
23. All right. It bites you. It hurts. It's like shakes you in its jaws. But it had to move all the way across to get to you, so it doesn't have a third action to bite again. Another one of these creatures, though, is going to come up to Hawk, try to bite him as they just like surround him and try to like bring him down as a team. Here comes the bite. 16. 16 won't do it because Hawk's the worst. So it tries to bite Hawk. Can't get him. One of these creatures is another creature is going to come up. 2 of them. 2 creatures are going to come in and pounce on Zakah. So if she survives this round, there will be 2 creatures within melee range of her, and she can do her special thing.
I don't have any more sinks. Darn it! Everyone sink him.
She is the only one in my range, right? Within 30 feet.
Is it 30 feet or 15 feet?
Glimpse of Redemption.
30-foot radius, it would only be 15 feet away from you.
You hold on, let me read it.
That's how circles work.
15 feet. I lied.
Yeah, so she would be just outside of your circle because you went to push that next one. So the first attack against you, Zakah, we're looking at a 25.
That definitely hits.
25 is going to get you. So it bites your thigh. You take 7
I'm going to mercy
points.
that.
Okay. Then instead of taking 7 points of piercing damage, you are going to take 6 points of piercing damage. You do need to make a fortitude save.
2 mercies.
Okay, you can mercy it twice and take an additional 1 off of that. So they take you down to 5 points of piercing damage. You still need to make a fortitude save. And this one, we will remember that you need to roll a d6 in conjunction.
So at the same time?
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Well, that's a 17 on the d20 plus 3, so a dirty 20.
All right, you did it. You're good.
I did it.
Yeah, you feel fine, as far as you know. But then the other one comes in and tries to bite as well. And then since they've got you in a little pincher move, you're going to be flat-footed against this one. So your armor class is reduced by 2.
It already is reduced by 2. Oh.
Well, then it's going to be reduced by an additional 2.
Ooh. All right, roll below a 14.
Might not have got you, because that's only a total of 14.
That is my AC currently.
Someone sinks its teeth. I'm already rolling damage. It's too late. Then it's going to be 8 points of piercing damage.
No.
And another fortitude save.
No.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I think I'm okay. That's going to be an 18 total.
18 is good. You feel okay so far. Then that was my final 2 creatures have gone. So now we are at Peepa's turn. Peepa.
So the one that's in front of me, am I able to like grab one of the mugs near me and just whack him with all the water in it?
Are you just trying like a straight up physical do it? Like
yes,
with your
he's right.
hands?
Isn't he? Because he's right in front of me.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, may I do that?
Make a melee attack.
17 plus 9. Right? We're at 9?
Yeah, that would be 26, and then it's an improvised weapon, so it's a -2, I think, for that. So 17 plus 9 would have been 26 -2, 24. It's a hit.
Well, what damage do I do?
Roll 1d6.
Okay. Oh, poop. It was a 1 on the die. Do I add my 4 to it?
No, you're not really at it. You're just hitting it. Like, you're just basically splashing it with a bunch of water. However, you do note that even though you only splash a little bit onto it, you're kind of freaking out. You can't quite get the full amount on it. It does sizzle quite a bit. You actually deal an additional 5 points on top of that, dealing a total of 6 points of damage as this creature howls in agony.
And I'm going to start singing.
You grabbed a mug, you smashed with the mug, you sing. That's all 3 of your actions.
Yep.
Everybody is going to get a +1 bonus to attack and damage thanks to the song. Remember that.
Yes.
And Khan Shaka, it is your action first.
Dope. Khan Shaka is going to look at all this craziness and immediately wish he was back in the forest because all you people are crazy. He's going to pump his super soak, water gun.
All right.
And point it at. Did we kill the one that's on Smart Dude?
No, he took an arrow, but it's still alive.
I'm going to spray him.
All right. Make a ranged attack roll.
That's right. It's +2. Khan shouldn't be doing this. Because that's a 9.
Add my 1.
That's a 10.
10 is not quite going to do it. This jet of water just goes.
Do you have a hero point, Lamar?
You do have a hero
roll.
I'm going to use my hero point.
All right, hero points it away.
Hero point. I have a hero point.
Come on, baby.
It's the same roll.
Oh no! That's always the worst when you get the exact same result twice.
It's the same point. Cool. Khan is going to politely pump.
All right.
So it was pump, shoot, pump.
All right, pump, shoot, pump. You're reloaded for the next turn. Hopefully it will go a little bit better. Oopsie. You've made it up to this other creature. It looks like it's about to turn on its heels and bite you, but you might be able to shove it around first.
Oopsie shove.
Oopsie shoves. Make a shove
3
attempt.
edges to this bad boy.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, thank gosh. Athletics, right?
Yep.
It's gonna be a 19, 1-9.
That is a success. You shove another of these creatures. You just grab it by the snout as it's trying to come in at you and push with all your might, and it just goes slipping back, its legs skidding in the slick surface, and falls into the water with a splash. Deal 4d6 points of damage.
Wow, nice.
That's a much better damage. Much, much better. 20 damage total.
20 damage total, and it thrashes below the surface and it just breaks apart and dies. Another creature down.
Yay!
Is Fiddleman still engaged with one?
Yes, he's still in quite a bit of trouble.
I will move to there.
Okay, it will take both of your actions of movement to get over there. You could run if you want to make an acrobatics check.
Yeah, I'll run.
Sure,
I'll
make an acrobatics check.
I'll fall in your water, Jim.
Yeah, fall in my water.
12 on the die, plus 9, 21.
Yeah, easily. You even though you're not supposed to run near the pool, you go slipping and sliding across the surface.
There are signs up.
And you have now
no society.
Slippery when wet.
So now with one action, you get to Fiddlemond because you run. You do have one action left.
Well, I don't have a
this
weapon.
This one is not at a pool's edge, so you can't just shove it, unfortunately.
I don't have a weapon out. But what I can do is just... can I attempt to grapple it?
Sure, you can grab it. That's another athletics check or attack roll, whichever you prefer.
I I'm going to use the attack roll because it's higher.
Okay, sure.
Add my 1.
+1. Woo! Not the best. 13.
13 is not going to do it. Yeah, this thing is actually a little bit slippery. Its skin, like it's not like wet with the salt water, but its skin almost has like an oily sheen to it, and it's hard to grip onto, especially because it doesn't have any hair. So you can't quite get it. Yeah. It's very gross, and now it is their turns. Oh. The one that was on Hawk first is going to take a bite.
Sink.
Come on with these rolls. It's garbage roll. Don't worry about it. It is going to take its second action to bite. And I'm going to throw an edge on this one. Might have got you with that. I might have finally done it with a dirty 20.
You did. You got me, Jim.
With a dirty 20.
I'm going to use a mercy.
All right. It's going to reduce the damage by 3. The total is 8. So you reduce that by 3, take 5 points of damage, and you need to make a fortitude save.
Okay. Let me do math here really quick, because that becomes that. And now I need to do a fortitude save. Okay. I'm going to throw an edge on this.
Okay.
Soft 20.
All right. All right. You're good, you think. It hurts. But then this
ouch.
Yeah, ouch. But this thing rears back with its third action and tries to take one more chunk out of you.
Oh my god.
Oh, darn.
And its worst bonus, and that's a 6 total. So, unsuccessful.
Okay.
Unsuccessful.
In fact, critically unsuccessful.
Critically unsuccessful. The worst possible result. No bueno. The one that is trying to bite Fiddleman does see that Oopsie has come to grapple it, and he's not happy with that. So I would say it turns its attention to the more pressing threat of Oopsie and tries to take a chunk out of Oopsie.
Oopsie save Fiddleman.
Oopsie saves Fiddleman. I got a dirty 20.
Ooh.
That is my AC.
All right. You're going to take 8 points of piercing damage.
I'm going to double mercy it.
Okay, so reduce that by 6 and only take 2 points of piercing damage, but roll a fortitude save for me.
Okay, what do I have here? I don't have... Okay, cool. Straight die roll plus 10. 26.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. You're feeling good. The creature that you pushed into the pool last turn tries to climb up out because it's still alive, clinging to life, and is desperate to get out of the salt water. So it tries to climb out and fails with a natural 1.
It fizzles to death.
I mean, I would have you roll damage again, but it has like 2 hit points left. It clearly, the minimum damage would kill it. It melts into nothing in the pool.
But I want to roll damage so I can feel like Zakat.
Sure, yeah. I mean, do it to feel how badly do you kill me?
Not too bad. Only 16.
Only 16. This thing's body just like is nothing by the end of its round. It's as if it never existed. It just melts in the water. And I believe those were all my first wave creatures.
No, you have one on me.
Oh, yeah, you did say
I thought that was the second wave creature.
That's
it's a second wave creature.
Oh, I didn't realize you were doing
Yep.
it. Okay.
Yeah, I have 2 different groups. Instead of having them all go on one initiative, they're split.
Got it.
So after my first wave, it is Hawk's turn.
My focus is still on saving our smart friend, especially now that Oopsie is now getting attacked over there. So I've been bitten, and I know I have to run. So I'm going to take less time, but it still does a lot. I'm going to take 2 shots with 1 action on my prey. I forget what the exact term is.
Plus
So
1.
the first dice roll plus 1 from Peepa is a 27.
Damn.
That's a critical hit.
Jeez.
Oh.
Hey, Hawk's pretty hard. Hard to...
Yeah, Hawk's
kill.
the worst, right? Don't we all just hate Hawk?
Sorry, guys. This is more my favor, but it's not Zakat numbers. Let's see. It is 3 plus 7 is 10 plus 5 and 5 is 20
plus 1
plus 4 is 24 plus your 1 times 2
So 50.
is
What?
26 plus my I'm already doubling everything.
Oh, okay.
26 plus my plus 2 is 28.
28 points of damage. This is the one you've already shot it with an arrow. So that second arrow just clean through the back. You probably like sever its spine with the arrow somehow, and it's dead.
Yay!
It's dead.
Clean kill.
And now I am going to run away from the two that are attacking me. Because that's allowed.
You can move.
Oh, okay.
You're allowed to move.
I was waiting for you to
definitely.
be like, and they eat you alive.
No, you're definitely allowed to move.
So I'll move, and then I'll move 30 feet away, and then
do you want to go deeper into the room, or do you want to go back towards the north side where there's more action, but you'd be closer to... If you move further away, since because of like some of the decorative pillars and stuff, like things are going to get dicey with lines of sight, so...
Yeah, I want to move towards the Ka, because I feel like I've also seen that she's... Okay. And actually, as I'm moving towards her, because all of that is ahead of me, I'm just trying to get away from the two behind me. I'm going to just take a shot without adding hunters anything to it. I'm just going to take a plain shot at...
is your double shot, is that a one... Well, that was a one action attack. Your first attack was only one action? Okay.
Because it was my hunted prey.
Gotcha.
But so this guy isn't a hunted prey, so it's just one normal shot at a -5, but I get a +1 from Peepa, so it's a -4.
Gotcha.
And with an 18 on the dice, it'll still be at a -4 plus 5 is 23. Michael Jordan!
Just quit, Jim.
Right, I should. Michael Jordan is a hit.
That's a hit. So I only roll 1d8, though, on this one. So it'll only be a total of 4 damage.
4 points damage.
That's the thing is, when he's just on the run, he can do just 4 points of damage.
He's not all set up with his hunter's nonsense. All right. After Hawk, Zaka. There are 2 enemies.
Yeah.
Close to each other. What silly thing are you going to do to me?
Well, first I'm gonna target one of them, and I'm gonna swing my great axe down upon their heads.
Sure.
Here I go. Okay, so 17 plus 7, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Plus 1. So 25 to hit.
Okay, did you add your d6?
No.
We got to add that too.
Okay.
Wild magic.
It's a 5. I got a 5. So
well,
26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Wow.
31.
That's another critical
hit.
Wow.
Shut up. This night is ridiculous. Okay.
Jeez. I know
ridiculous.
I'm annoying, Jim, but she keeps doing 40 points of damage.
Well, all of you are just like, I'm pretty sure that you figured out that you don't have to roll dice anymore. You can just tell me 17, 18, 19 every single turn, and I have to accept it as fact.
It's the Norse Foundries, Jim. They're on our side.
I put a dice cam in, Jim, just for you.
Well, Jim,
I not hit for anything that big.
It's not as much. It's not as much as previous. So I rolled a 16. So 32.
No.
Right? Plus 16. What's 32 plus 16?
No idea.
What?
How do you get 32 plus 16?
Because my Draconic Rage is... I'm doubling everything, right?
Yeah, did you roll the damage twice?
Dice.
You rolled 2d12.
Oh, yeah, I did. Sorry. I did roll 2d12. So 16 plus 16.
32.
Okay, 32. Plus 2 from Kamchaka plus 1.
So it's actually plus 4 from Kanshaka, because again, you do that twice.
And then
so
plus
32
2.
plus 4 is 36, plus Peep is 1.
38.
38.
Oh, 30, yeah, 38.
Okay. Pretty 8 points of damage.
I got close to 40.
You easily just slaughter this first one.
Oh my gosh.
With
Everything is broken in this in the best way.
With my next action, I'm going to be using my sweeping action so that I can attack the other guy, a target I have not attempted to hit yet. And I'll get a +1 bonus to my attack roll.
Sounds bad.
Which will make it a what? A
-4.
Nice.
3
It's a
instead of a 4?
Yeah, -4 instead of -5, basically.
-4. Okay. But also I have 2 edges.
You do have 2 edges.
So
and you
I'm
get to
just
roll.
gonna-
You get to add your d6.
So I'm just gonna make it a -2. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. 17, 18 total there.
Yeah.
But
of course.
plus my 2 edges, so 20. Plus Peepa, so 21.
Yep. Did you add your d6? Did you roll another 17? Okay. Did you get? Do you have?
I
Did
rolled
you add your
yes,
d6?
I rolled a 16 and a 1.
Okay. Gotcha.
So yeah, it
All
was
right.
17
So that
total.
is just a regular hit.
Just
Why even bother rolling the damage? It's just a regular hit.
Wait, is it really?
Yeah, it's a hit.
I mean, it's a hit.
Yeah, you don't.
okay.
It was like your total was like 22. Yeah, it's a hit.
Okay, sweet. But not a critical hit.
No, it's not a critical hit. This one time.
Just checking.
I feel like
There we
season
go.
2, Jim's going to come out swinging much harder.
Okay, Jim. I'm sorry. It's okay. So it's 19 points of damage.
Yeah.
+2 +3, so 19, 20, 21, 22 points of damage.
You have killed this creature.
Did I kill the other one too?
Yeah, you killed them both. Yes.
Yeah!
They're both dead.
Thanks. Thanks
They're
for your hard
both
work,
dead.
Jim. Cheers.
All right. Whose turn is it?
missed
That's my
Saka.
turn. It's my second wave's turn, and the only 2 creatures that are still alive on that side of the board are the 2 that were fighting Hawk. One of them, and the one that's fighting Peepa. So the one that's going to bite Peepa is going to try to bite her.
Thinking.
And I get sunk.
Okay.
Yeah, remember we got those guys.
Yeah, just remember that you have 100,000 sinks. So on top of the fact that you cannot roll less than a 15 ever, you also can just do whatever you want to my rolls.
I
Again,
just sunk it.
I've never done any of that.
In fact, I'll help you out, Jim. I'll use your sync on Nathan.
It's a 15.
No.
Minus your sync is a 14.
Nope.
So that first attack is a miss.
Okay.
My second attack comes
I'm
in.
sinking.
You're sinking the second attack.
My
as
last
well.
sink I have.
That is a natural 1.
Oh.
So
you rolled a 0.
I roll a 0 as I try to do
Your character
anything in
ceases
this
to
game.
exist.
A horrible miss as you just easily dip out of the way as things biting jaws. Then there were the 2 that were biting Hawk. Do I have both of them go after Hawk? Yes, because you know what? I haven't gotten to have any fun. So they both just rush after Hawk.
But I had 2 on me, but one of them was a part of the first wave, wasn't it?
Yes.
Or did I have
one
3
of
on
them-
me?
You're technically correct. So only one of them can rush after Hawk. Because why would I get anything to go my way? Yeah, it comes rushing up to Hawk with a move and tries to bite him. Probably a hit. Because that is a 24.
Yeah, that's a hit. That is a hit.
I get to roll damage.
I'm gonna add have mercy.
Mercy. All right. Well, I deal 8 points of damage. Then you mercy that, so that's -3 because you're 3rd level, making it 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna bite you one more time because I can.
Oh no!
And I'm gonna add
do
all
I need to
3
do a
of my
fortitude
remaining
save?
edges to it.
Oh, okay.
Wow, Jam's going hard.
I gotta do this. This is probably my last turn. You're gonna get slaughtered.
Hearts in the paint.
That is a total of dirty 20.
That'll also hit.
And it's so that's a leaner.
Does he have to make fortitude saves?
He's gonna make 2 fortitude saves here in a second. 9 points of piercing damage, Hawk, and then I'll need 2 fortitude saves from you.
I'm gonna give you an edge for your first fortitude.
I'm gonna sync both of them.
What?
I feel bad for Jim. He's sad. Look, Jim is sad guy.
Then I'm going to give you both of my edges, Hawk.
Thank you. Okay. So here's my first one. So the edges and sinks
cancel.
And that is a 21 fortitude save.
All right, your first fortitude save is good.
And now here's the second one. Oh no! That is a 13.
13. Okay. You get bit
I
twice.
already
It
called it,
hurts.
so I won't say I add edges to it because I was
All
feeling
right.
too confident.
13 for old Hoxaruni, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to remember that.
I really just wanted to see what happens if someone fails this save.
What happens?
Well, after all of that is done, I believe I am finally at the end of my turn, which takes us to the turn we've all been waiting for. Peepus.
There's still a creature on Fiddle. Yes?
No, that one got demolished.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
Nah,
So-
Hawk ruined it.
The only creatures that are out are the ones on Hawk at the moment.
There's one trying to bite you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. I still have.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're in danger.
I grab another glass.
Yeah, you're in danger there, people.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. My headache's back, so I'm not thinking straight. I grab it. I
Sure,
grab
yeah,
another
smash
salt
away.
thing. Roll d20, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to give you an edge because you helped me.
Well, oh,
I called it.
Is somebody getting a gift?
okay. So I rolled a 2, and then I got an
Uh-huh.
edge, so that's 3.
You
Then
can
that's
technically give it to
9.
someone else.
Yeah, you can
I
give it to someone else.
know. Who doesn't have one? Who doesn't have a guy on them? You're not gonna tell me.
The guy with the weapon that's designed to kill
All
these
right.
things.
Kanshaka,
Go ahead.
I'm giving
Yep.
you my 2.
All right.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's a little better. Okay, 6 plus 9.
6 plus 9 is 15.
Did you use my edge?
15, 16. My 1, since I'm singing, 17.
17 is a hit.
Yes. Okay. Here we go. 2, 4, 5, 6 points.
6 points of damage plus 5 because they're weak to salt water. 11 points of damage, and you've already smashed this one, and you just sort of like melt its head into a puddle of goo.
Yay!
It is dead.
Yay! And I continue singing with my last action.
Continue singing. Kanshaka.
Sorry.
It's okay because Khan is looking out in the battlefield, seeing that most of these creatures are dead, seeing that the greatest contribution he's made was to make a giant woman. He's just gonna like look over to. Is there anything alive still?
Yeah. There's one that's trying to bite Hawk's face. It looks like the 2 nearest are dead. There are 2 that basically aren't on anybody right now because of the way people have been moving around. There's like 3 of these things left. Yeah.
Okay. Which is the closest one that Khan can get up to? Within
That one
range.
we can get up to.
No,
Probably
within
the one
range.
biting. With what?
With range.
With range? Oh, the closest one to you would be the one that's trying to bite Hawk because Hawk moved back towards the battlefield.
Okay. So he's gonna be like, man, I really miss Barry. Not really paying attention, and man, he shoots, but for some reason it whiffs so hard.
Whiffs horribly.
Like, he goes, head in the game, man. Barry's fine. I'm sure Barry's fine. And shoots again.
All right, bumps and shoots. Luckily, you reloaded last turn, so you have the ability to shoot twice.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Mhm.
I forgot to use any of my edges.
Use my 1.
You don't know the results yet, so you can use your edges now if you want.
Oh, dope. I will use 2 of my edges.
Okay.
I still have a dumb amount. Use 2 of my edges, plus your 1, plus the 2, so that's 5. So that's 19.
19 is a hit.
Yay!
3d6 points of damage.
There it is. Thanks for the help, and
That's much better. 15.
15 points of damage. This thing, you nearly bore a hole straight through its midsection. It is barely alive. Wait, no, 15. Actually, I have to take the bonus damage because of the weakness. So yeah, no, that does go straight through. You melt its insides right out of its belly, and it just dissolves into a puddle.
Khan just looks at his weapon, looks up. That's not natural. That's not natural.
Not natural at all. There's only 2 creatures left, and it is Oopsie's turn.
Okay. Are there any near an edge?
Yeah. You could run up. If you want to push one into the water, you'd have to use 2 actions to get to the one that's furthest away and push it. But if that's what you want to do, you can.
Is there one closer than that one?
Yeah, there's one that's closer that you could just attack.
Yeah, I want to do that. First action, I draw my jar of Oopsie Pickles out.
Okay.
Second action, I move to it. Third action, I want to bash this jar of Oopsie Pickles over its head.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Doing it.
Look at the crime scene. What happens and why are there pickles?
10 on the die. I don't know what I'm adding to it.
Melee attack. So just whatever your melee.
19.
19. That is a hit. D6 points of damage, and then we'll add the saltwater weakness.
2.
2 plus 5 is 7 points of damage.
That's mine.
Plus 1 for the singing. You dissolve this creature that had already been damaged previously. You dissolve it in a shower of pickle juice and glass shards.
Pickles might not be good. Good for insides.
1 creature left. That's all we have. And it is not its turn because that's a second wave creature. So it's Hawk's turn. Hawk, there's 1 left.
Kill it.
It's looking around, sighting its target. What do you do?
I do the same thing, Jim.
Run away?
I mark it as my prey.
Yeah.
I say, I'm sick of these things. It's weird. My internal isn't an Australian accent.
Oh, wow. That's weird.
Yeah. People don't know that about Hawk.
Hawk's a weird guy.
Yep. I draw that arrow back, and I just take that careful aim. Release.
Release, and here it goes.
Here it goes. I get +1 from Peepa, if I'm correct.
Yes.
I get +2 for taking a nice.
I'm gonna give you 2 of
aim.
my edges just because.
That's nice.
You're gonna give me 2 of your edges, just because of that.
Just to infuriate Jim.
Just to infuriate
+5.
you.
So that's a 28. I've got an extra.
Damn.
Yeah. 28 should do it though.
Wow.
That's a critical hit.
Yeah.
What if I sunk you?
You already used your sinks.
Yeah, but what if?
But what if? What if in a world?
We'll never know. We'll never know. Where's that dice? There we go. All right, here we go. Come on. Okay. 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 6 is 22, plus 2 is 24, plus 6 is 30.
Too much math.
Plus between her bonus and the compound an extra 4, 34 damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
34 points of damage.
Wow.
There's one of these creatures left. And it looks like it wants to just rush up to Hawk and tear his throat out just before, like its last act on this earth will be to destroy Hawk. So it goes charging at him. And it leaps into the air right over one of these pools. And it looks like it's going to clear it and just land on Hawk and dig its teeth into his dumb, stupid face and rip it to shreds. But Hawk very calmly just grabs the bow, doesn't even look, just boom, and this arrow goes sailing straight through this Akata's heart, and it stops in midair, flops into the water over the pool, and melts away until all that's left is that bobbing arrow that just slowly drifts across the water. And everything is calm. Everything is quiet. You wait. And after a while, Fiddleman says, I think we've done it. I think we've done it. It leads you through the remainder of the halls, checking and making sure, finding survivors, making sure that any who have been bitten are sort of like quarantined so he can treat them later, because he knows that if they aren't treated, if whatever parasite is left to fester in them, it could be a problem for later. Quarantine several of you. You find that yours was not the only battle in this place. Many other licensees are sort of standing over dead Akatas or wounded companions, or even dead allies. And it's been a bloody day for Heroes and Heroic Endeavors Incorporated. However, after you've searched the whole building, it appears as though your sacrifice was not in vain. You destroyed all of the Akata infestation. There are no more no-qual cocoons that anybody can find. There are no more Akata. After a while, the lockdown is lifted. You all are allowed to step back out into the now night sky, taking a breath of fresh air. You find Barry is safe. The Akata never made their way into the animal companion holding pens. Barry is safe and glad to see you.
Tears. Many
tears.
Many berry tears.
Many berry tears.
He didn't even get to see you turn into a bear.
Yeah.
That's the saddest thing of all.
And I was saving the enlarged spell for Barry so he could be a big bear like me.
Aww.
It's okay. Well, I'm gonna go sleep and we'll do it. We'll do it tomorrow. Yeah.
As you all sort of part ways for the evening, Fiddleman puts his hand on Zakah's arm and says, well, welcome to HEI. Get used to a lot of days like this. And that is where we will end our session and our season of Heroic Endeavors Incorporated.
I just want to say before Zakah parts from this group, she will tell them that if they ever find their way in Vantam, to try to find her, to reach out, because they've taught her a great lot about this these endeavors, and she'd love to see them again.
Aww.
Oopsie doesn't have any pickles to offer.
It's true, you're out.
Is there bears in Vantam?
There probably will be if we can ever get Lamar into our Vantam episodes.
Yay.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for playing. It was a good time, even though you utterly slaughtered my creatures. Made me feel sad the whole time, especially Hawk. But also Zakah. I mean, it's not like I thought Zakah will be in danger because she's a first level character, and then she just annihilates everything within a 30-foot reach of her. Like, it's just
if you actually got an attack on her.
I only had 4 hit points left. So
I guess that's the danger of being a barbarian for sure. But man, were you just knocking them out of the park?
I was wondering how close you were.
Close.
I felt like she was Oprah. And you get 40 points of damage, and you get 40 points of damage, and you get 40 points of damage.
Hawk is crazy at level 3, but when Zakah scales,
oh yeah, it's going to be insane.
That's why Jim kept me at a level 1. No.
Well, it was also in no small part to the incredible number of bonuses that you guys had. So definitely
Thank
the
you
audience
so much.
saving your butts. Saving your butts. Although I had my fair share of bonuses, I got to use some good stuff as well. So thank you guys all for all the donations. Those, of course, make it a lot more crazy while we're playing Pathfinder. So thank you very much for those. The Wild Magics were great. Really glad we got to see some of those in action. As we mentioned before, this is the end of Heroic Endeavors for now. There will be more Heroic Endeavors later on in the year, in just a few weeks. Not even like late. I'm saying later, and it's like making it seem like we're going to take an 8-month break. No, it'll be a couple of weeks. I'll get you the exact date in our schedule upcoming. But until then, make sure that you are still tuning in on Saturdays for Things in Space. If you like seeing Katie just absolutely wreck GM's hopes and dreams, she will be on tomorrow doing that. To Ben Birch, and then she'll be back on Monday for our premiere of Crits and Giggles, ruining Jamie's hopes and dreams. So that's all the Birches will have to deal with that in the upcoming days.
Jim. Katie's not back on bad because I wanted to hold on to my dreams.
That's right.
I had to get to that.
Jared, I might be available for some guesting soon, so watch out.
I might take you out.
Yes, do not forget to tune in on Wednesday nights as well to make sure you are watching Bedlam in Discord, because I hear that story is getting pretty wild in and of itself. And I know that the characters are all fantastic. So make sure you're tuning in for that as well. I don't know, guys. That's all I got. Anybody else want to say anything before we go? You guys want to read some comments? Or do we have some?
You, Jim, for
What's up?
the first season of a show that just kind of happened.
Yeah.
You didn't plan on it. We planned on it.
We all did have to pivot quite hard.
So, good job.
Thank you, Jim.
Well, thank you.
Good job, Jim.
I hope you guys have had fun. I've had a lot of fun. Even when I'm trying my best to kill you and you thwart my every move, it's still a lot of fun. I have a good time. So thank you for coming on. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And good news. Oh, go, Lamar.
But this is another show I do on DaT Network, and I'm having a lot of fun. I really enjoy playing with you guys. And I've known Jim and Jared and Katie and all of them for like a decade now, and the rest of you are less a decade long friends. But it's always good to see you guys and the DaT Network. You guys are great people, and thank you for
you've improved the quality of every episode you've been on. So thank you for coming and joining us, Lamar. Hawk, your character's dead. Sorry, you'll have to make a new one if you want to play again. You have to make a new character, but it sucks. Hawk got killed.
It's gonna be really weird.
My two edges. I used two edges.
It's gonna be weird for Zakah to go back to Vantam and then find Sly and be like, "Oh, you remind me of someone."
Yeah. I do want to say Finn said he enjoyed it as well.
Yay,
so
that's good.
Finn, who is watching, but it's his bedtime now. So our fans are happy
it's
with
my
what has
bedtime
happened.
too.
It's all of our bedtimes. Let's get out of here, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We hope you keep tuning in for the rest of our DaT Network shows. And don't worry, we will be back with Heroic Endeavors in just a few weeks. But we'll see you later, guys. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.